Good morning and welcome to a very exciting Jewellery Maker. Oh, I've just noticed that I'm just in all the flurry. I have to get this right because this is one of my favourite pieces of the day. I love it. And I have got lots of pieces that you are going to adore. I have got a fantastic design and I'm looking over because I'm really excited because one of my favourite designers, I don't mind admitting, one of my favourite designers, and I've got lots. I have to say to you, and I know you're going to love today. I have no hesitation in saying this is going to be a fantastic day for everybody who loves jewellery making because the gorgeous Gemma's joining us today. The lovely Gemma Cruel, how are you?
Hello, I'm well. How are you?
Very excited today, actually. We had a brilliant day yesterday. Lots of fun, lots of fantastic techniques with Hannah.
I saw it was brilliant.
It was a brilliant,
Yeah,
it was a
she's
brilliant
amazing.
time. We've got some really good ideas for retro events for future months as well. Thank you for everybody who got involved in giving us ideas and giving us we think we're going to go for 1920s next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Sort of
flappers and little like kind of, the little, so we're going to go 1920s. We don't know when it's going to be. Keep watching and I'll announce that as soon as we've worked out when the diaries can go. Oh, do you know, sometimes looking at your diary, that's just tiring in its own sense, isn't it? Just like that, yeah, mum, and juggling children and holidays and all of that, and yes, lots going on. So we will announce what we've got coming to look forward to with our retro events. We've also got something special happening at the end of this month, but as I say, I'll talk about that in future days. Do make sure that you keep on tuning in to find out some of our very special events and promotional events that we've got coming up for you. Talking of events, we've decided to do something special today. It's Saturday today. Okay, see what I mean? Diary. Oh, diary. Flick through. What day is it? Not a clue. It is Saturday, and with that in mind, we know there's a lot of people who tune in dedicated at this time in the morning to get something special for themselves, for their jewellery making for the week. And because of that, we've made a decision to do lots of opportunities to get your jewellery making off to a flying start in terms of new techniques and new adventures, and perhaps something that you might not have tried before, or designs that you haven't challenged yourself to. And we're actually going to take the time to take you through one design totally. Now, I did it just a few weeks ago with Natalia, and it was really well received, where we took one look, one piece of jewellery, and we literally took you from start to finish. When you see the piece of jewellery that we have in mind for this, you'll understand why you will want to make this piece of jewellery. You will want this piece of jewellery in your collection. No doubt about it. So keep watching for that. That's to look forward to, of course. Gemma leading us through all of her amazing techniques throughout the show. We have a wake-up call as only we know how here at Jewellery Maker, and an amazing offer. Now, our early bird offers are really, really well received. This one is just going to be silly. Silly, silly, silly. We have for you, shall I just get that? I kind of want to prepare you for it because I know it's early morning and everybody might be watching going, if you're watching on your pizza, it's not early morning, Vix, it's not early morning, it's middle afternoon. Okay, but if you're watching as the first offer of our morning, look at this. Oh yeah. Now, we did something a little bit naughty yesterday. Very naughty. P45 naughty, don't mind admitting. We did have the stamp feeds of bosses literally run it. Seriously, we had, there was words. And I will promise you, I'm not lying when I say there was some serious words to be had yesterday about one certain offer that you might have seen. Now, if you'd blinked, you wouldn't have seen it because it was such a great offer that it flew out. I mean, it literally disappeared. And we had to play it quite quickly because, in fact, we know how long it takes to get from our mezzanine build part of our area, like our offices, all the way down the stairs. And because we've got building work going on, new studios are being built in the building. So because of that, you have to go round and then back down. So we knew that we could do the offer for around about a minute and a half, and then we'd probably get into trouble and there'd be somebody in the studio. So we did it, you blinked and you probably missed it. If you didn't pick up the phone, there was a lot of people who picked up the phone within the first 10 or 15 seconds when they saw the price tag. We're going to do it again. Okay, I'm being serious here. We're going to do it again But once more, it's first come, first served. And once more, we're doing this very specifically. Why? Why are we doing it? Because we can. Because we can. Not because we won't get into trouble, because we will, but because we can. Please appreciate, see, it's Saturday. Really, I'll tell you now, the office is not as busy as it was yesterday, so we're probably feeling a little bit more bullshit with ourselves. Just a little, yeah. Bosses don't come in on a weekend standardly. They might be driving in right now. If so, I know they only live about 10 minutes away, so there's every chance that in about 10 minutes' time I won't be on air because my P45 will be handed to me. But hey, well, let's just get on with this one now. 10 metres of antique bronze colour copper wire, 0.8 mil, really, 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 really good size for you if you get involved in wire work. You're just starting to adventure into this incredibly popular part of jewellery making. Wire work gives you this real chance to extend and dynamism your jewellery. You have got the potential here for 10 metres to go a long way into creating some spectacular, spectacular jewellery. Be prepared. In fact, I'm going to say now, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to pick up the phone early. If you don't pick up the phone in the next 20 seconds, I will tell you you're going to hit a queue. If you pick up the phone in the next 15 seconds, then you're not going to hit a queue. I've already got people, thank you for trusting me, thank you for knowing that I'm saying this very specifically. I don't do this very often. I won't tell you to pick up the phone before I bring in the price, but I'm telling you now, if you don't do that now, you're going to hit a queue. Okay, I've got 10 seconds left for you to confirm. Thank you for everybody who's responding to me. I really appreciate that you're appreciating where I'm coming from. I don't want you to have to hold in a queue. It is a free phone number, but I'm going to say now, it'll be worth your while picking up the phone early. 5 seconds left. 10 metres of antique bronze colour copper wire, 0.8 mil, and your price tag, your early bird this Saturday. Oh my goodness, £2.45. I wish we'd had a camera. We need a Gemra cam. Gem cam, that's what it said, gem cam. Literally, Gem's just went. £2.45. See, it's the way we begin. It's just the way we start this Saturday morning. Thank you very much for joining me here on Jewellery Maker. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Again, please be patient. We will process your call as fast as we can. There is a queue now. I told you if you didn't pick up the phone early, when I give you the warning, you were going to hit a queue, and you have. £2.45. Queues on the lines, but worth giving us your patience. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. And of course, don't forget your postage and packaging is paid for the whole day with us. So £2.95, a new price point, £2.95 for standard delivery. And we can say you can add to your order through the whole day. And that's not just on Jewellery Maker, that's Jewellery Maker and of course our sister channels Gems TV and Gems TV Extra. Add as many times as you like for that one postage and packing off, £2.45, no brainer of a price tag. You don't have to worry about it, you don't have to go, oh, I don't know whether I've got that in me. Literally, you probably have that in your copper, in your piggy bank. You know, put it that way. If you don't have any money in the bank account and you think it is, oh, I can't even afford £2.45, don't worry, you probably have that in your copper, in your piggy. That's all you need to think about. It's worth getting it now for £2.45, isn't it? Or 800 644 655. Be patient. I have got queues on the lines and I did warn you about that. So as I say, please do give us your time. Please do give us your time on those phone lines for us to process your call. Essential. But it's certainly somebody of your skill set of jewellery making.
It is, and when I saw that price point, I've paid, or I used to pay before I bought my wire here, I used to pay $3.45 for 1.8 metres of, in a well-known craft store, you know. And it's now gone up to £3.45 for, depending on the gauge, from sort of 0.1 is 1.8 metres, and I think 0.8 is probably about 2.5 metres for that, for £3.45.
£3.45.
So it's a massive.
And you're getting 10 metres.
Massive saving.
10 metres. And for somebody who obviously you know your price of wire because it's part of your business, that's a really important part, because there's no point in having a business. And I know jewellery making for a lot of people is just hobby, but if you're turning it into a business, it has to be financially viable. It has to be based on making sure that your ingredients are at the right price, so that you can charge not just for the ingredients but for your time and your craftsmanship and your skill, and then still make a profit.
Still make a profit and still keep the prices so that people are, you know, so that they're affordable for people.
Absolutely, and that's really important. Affordability. I know for myself, you know, I'm not being funny. This is seriously what I do. In my town, there is 3 shops that I normally, it's 3 supermarkets in my local town. And I promise you, and I wouldn't normally do this, but it's about being savvy. And these days you become more and more savvy because things are costing more and more money. I will go to different shops to buy different things these days. Like the apple juice is at a certain price tag in one shop, so I'll always go and buy my apple juice. My kids love apple juice, so I'll buy apple juice there. The fruit and veg is a better price tag in another shop, so I'll go there. You want to be savvy with your money. You know, that £2.50, actually that saving is just that. It's money in your pocket and not in somebody else's, isn't it? So you may as well make the saving while you can. £2.45 is all you pay. Make sure. Yeah. Okay, Deanna, my producer, says she hopes everyone's going to be successful in that one, but she can't guarantee it. And again, just to watch, if you watch it for the first time, just to let you know, my name's Vicky, and it's really nice to have your company, but I am somebody I'm very specific on, if I'm saying that I think there's going to be queues, I only say it, I won't just keep on telling you, I won't say it on every offer, I'll just say it when I really know that the price tag, and in particular the offer, is going to be really, really well received. So if you ever hear me say it, I mean, I'd love you to trust me to know that I'll say that on very specific offers. And as I say, I won't say it on every offer. I'll just give you the heads up on when I know something's going to be really, really big. So, and in principle, there's probably 5 or 6 offers today where I'd go, look, there's going to be queues. Today, there's going to be queues on pretty much every offer, I would expect, actually. Some of the kits, they are just exceptional, truly exceptional. Okay, I'm going to move straight on from there, and I'm going to ask everybody who's still got a phone in their hands to keep the phone in their hands. And I'm just going to move straight on to challenge Gemma. And we always like this part, well, I like this part of the day. I don't know whether the designers do, because actually, in principle, it's a matter of how much time do you have.
I don't think we have much today, but...
Not today, because we are going to lead you through one technique from start to finish to make an amazing piece of jewellery, of which we'll talk about once we head over to see Gemma.
You need the wire, so get the wire in.
You need that wire.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Oh, you need the wire.
But the viewers need to get the wire.
Right,
so that they
need the wire. You need the wire for this. Oh, really? Oh.
It's in the kit, but once you've made one, you'll want to make 10, so get some more wire. Yeah.
Upstairs for thinking. See? Right then. This is Challenge Gemma, and this, well, I'll tell you now, I have looked at this offer before I came to air, and there's one strand that I'm probably just going to go on and on and on about. I'm probably going to really, really, really annoy you when I keep on talking about this one strand, but please can I just tell you, this one strand is the best example of this gemstone I have ever seen. And I've worked in the jewellery industry for probably 8 or 9 years now, something like that. So I've got a lot of experience. I've seen some fantastic gemstones in my time. I've been privileged to be handling probably some of the rarest stones on the planet. And for me to then tell you that this is one of the best strands I've ever seen, I'm being so very, very straight with you. This is incredible example of tiger's eye. This is, honestly, this is extraordinary. I mean, truly extraordinary. Absolutely phenomenal. I have never seen us present this. See, we've done rounds that had this type of quality to them, but I don't know about you, but I think the shape of these absolutely expose the gemstone to how incredible the chatoyancy is. I mean, chatoyance are being, so inside a gemstone, the makeup is, certainly with coloured gemstones, there is a standard expectation that with coloured gemstones, you're going to have some type of inclusion. Inclusions, or if you want to call them clarity characteristics, something within the stone that gives it an identity. Now within Tiger's Eye, you get silks, just like you do with rubies. You know, if you're talking about rubies, you'll always talk about the silks. Very similar principle within Tiger's Eye, silks. So these are parallel little inclusions, parallel idents within the stone, that when the light enters, it hits and splits, and as the light splits, it creates this cat's eye effect, this phenomenal chatoyancy. The light play is just extra. I promise you, you will just look and look and look at this stone and look some more. You will not be making jewellery straight away with this. I know there's a lot of our designers say sometimes when certain strands come their way, they don't make their jewellery straight away because they're too busy, you know, taking on board the majestic wow factor. And that's what this is. It's majestic in its quality. I cannot put this across any harder or any obvious. You need to get this home. You need to see for yourself the quality. And I know every strand's different, and I know that every gemstone's different. But for me, this has got to be the best example of Tiger's Eye I've ever presented to you. And with that in mind, in a box set, literally in a combination set, that's for me a ridiculous potential of opportunity, because we always say when you get these big boxes, when we do these bundle offers, well, we'll always drop that price down. Yeah? Oh yes, I passed my. Oh, Jax just said, Vix, did you pass? Did you pass? I did my. Oh, what's it called? What's my accreditation now? Oh, I'm an accredited jewellery professional. I passed my exams yesterday. I know. In the midst of having retro day, and then going on air and doing 5 hours straight over on our sister channel Gems TV and doing 1,000 quantity auction at the end of the night, I still had time to do a 2.5 hour exam to get my accreditation to be a jewellery professional. So yes, hard work, but absolutely worth it. And I'm hoping that I might say that. Thanks. Can I just say, you know, yeah, I'm really pleased with myself because actually I've got the worst memory in the world. And when I started reading everything, big files of information, I was thinking, I'll never remember all this. I don't know what I did yesterday. You don't expect me to remember things that happened like hundreds of years ago, do you? Millions of years ago? Oh my gosh. I can't tell you what's happening tomorrow. I thought it was Sunday today. Do you know what I mean? I'm gone. So your Tiger's Eye, you've got that. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. Thanks for thank you. Okay, your next offer. This, of course, is a box set. I've got all embarrassed on myself. Okay, your box set. It comprises of that amazing Tiger's Eye. Get this one home, 30-day money-back guarantees to see for yourself the quality. But it's not just where we stop, because this is a fantastic box set where you're getting not just the phenomenal Tiger's Eye, but how about this? You've got this lovely picture jasper. I think I was going to say lovely and fantastic together. For lovely. Maybe we need to keep that as a word. For lovely. Just take a look at this fantastic picture, Jasper. Lovely. Go on. I need to stop saying that word now. I need to stop saying that. You've got there a combination of your ovals, they're 18 by 14, and then you've got also your rice beads, they're 12 by 8. Again, beautiful neutral palette that you're getting, really earthy tones. And this actual box set is called Mother Earth box set, and you really get that identity from the name of the box set, don't you? Because of the quality of the stones. Now, of course, this is a box set, so it's not just strands that I'm offering you. I'm bringing you, oh, hang on, a fantastic size pendant. Anybody who likes that strike, that real boldness in their jewellery, you like that focal point, then this is going to be a perfect size pendant for you. Look at that. You like this kind of jewellery, don't you? You like big, and there's a real sense of like the quality that you've got here. You can really get a sense of almost like retro, almost like vintage quality, don't you?
You can. Well, it's got those lovely muted tones that are big in the fashion world at the moment, but also you've got that earthiness that you can in sort of, I mean, vintage is very inspired by the natural world, vines, leaves, totally. Birds, and it just tones in lovely, yeah.
And I mean, literally, if you go through the eras, because I can do that now, I've got my accreditation. Now I can tell you what happened in every era. But if you go through the different eras, I mean, literally from Pretty much around about the the turn of the 19th century. If you start to go there, I mean, literally, you can see how designers have been inspired. I mean, Lalique, if you take his designs, they've got that real sense of capturing what Mother Nature has inspired within his jewellery. And then you're going into the Edwardian, where they had the garlands and they had floral inspired designs.
Right.
And then going into the Art Nouveau, and then they had a real sense of boldness, but the boldness was based on colour contrasts that you would see in against the grass greens, against the bright violets of the flowers. That's what was going on in that. Every era's had that sense of being inspired by Mother Earth.
By Mother Earth, by nature, yeah. I mean,
totally.
It would just go with everything as well, because it's so natural and such a, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it.
Do you mean neutral?
Neutral, that's the word. Yeah, neutral. Because it's so neutral, you can put it with anything. I use a lot of Picasso jasper.
Do you?
Yeah.
And do you sell a lot?
Yeah, and it's cost effective, but it's striking. So yeah.
Exactly, kind of meets the brief, doesn't it? It looks great, but it's also a good price point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I digress, because I want to really show you what this box set's off, because we're not stopping just with one pendant. With this box set, you're also getting, look at that tiger's eye again. I mean, hecky thump. I mean, that strand is gorgeous, but then to add in the pendant as well, oh, that is a really good deposit we've found. Different locations for different gemstones and different deposits, different sources will bring different variants of quality. Oh, you have got quality there, my goodness me, you've got quality. But that's not just what this box set brings you. I've just got to highlight the fact that that's just the strands and the gemstones and the pendants, but you're also getting findings with this. You're getting fantastic faceted disco balls. You're also getting some rice beads as well, so you're getting some nice little detail to go with your jewellery. But that's not where it stops as well. Not where it stops, because how about this? 1, 2, 3 additional bonuses. 3 additional bonuses. This is wire, and oh, excuse me. Pardon me, sorry. You're getting 10 metres of your gold-coloured copper wire, 0.8mm. 10 metres of your bronze coloured copper wire, which is the 0.5mm, and then you're getting 100 metres of your cream nylon beading thread. So you're getting all of that. And actually, if we add on what we've just done for the early bird, and that would, look at those neutrals. I mean, those palettes of beautiful autumn tones. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I mean, I just like that antique bronze. I do love that antique bronze. But if you then start to put it against the darker bronze and the golden, that's absolutely, I do need to take a drink. I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna, thank you. Okay, sorry about that. So, a box set where you're getting, well, true magnificent potential. Truthfully, I would do this. And the price you're about to pay, I'd give you that one strand. That's how much I'm in love with this one strand. Genuinely say this is one of the best strands I've ever seen in terms of tiger's eye. This for me is what our quality is well. So I just hand you that over and say, there's your strand of distinction. That's your gem quality, top graded colour and impact tiger's eye. That's it, and that's your price tag. What was coming in here. I don't have to do that, because that's not what Jewellery Maker's about, because we're going to give you the tiger's eye, the 2 strands of jasper. You're getting the matching jasper feature pendant with also the matching tiger's eye pendant. You're getting the 2 lots of wire plus the nylon thread and the presentation gift bag. Oh, and don't forget, of course, solid sterling silver findings as well. And you're getting all of this for one price. That price tag, as I've just said, I've got no doubt in saying I would charge you just for the tiger's eye with the quality that it is. I don't need to. All of this is $21.95. That's good, isn't it? $21.95 is over. Hold the lines to confirm. I've got a lot of people on those phone lines who appreciate the quality of that tiger's eye, the quality of that pricing. I mean, the jewelry I mean, How many pieces of jewellery are you going to make? And that's my question on it like this, because I can't believe that you'll make anything other than 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got real potential. Or maybe one bold look, one striking, wow factor piece of jewellery. I mean, the pendants perhaps will give you that real sense of focus to then create the jewellery around. But you know, the thing is that this is something that perhaps you put one pendant to one side into your stash and you keep one and make a piece of jewellery around that. The diversity, the dynamic, $21.95 is all you pay. A phenomenal opportunity, phenomenal box set. I mean, really getting those earthy tones, really getting that sense of richness, that real sense of neutral colour tones, but not just neutral as in boring, because I often say if you say neutral, it's very difficult to not then say, oh, it's a bit boring. It's not, and that's the one thing about this kit. It has neutral, it has warmth about it, but it has excitement, it has dynamism. I mean, that tiger's eye, honestly, that tiger's eye, no doubt about it, that is one of the best strands I've ever seen of us presenting to you. $21.95 is for the whole lot, not just for that single strand. Phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity there. Congratulations if you get this one, really congratulations. And if you did get the early bird, don't forget that early bird was £2.45, I think that's sold out. But if you did get that early bird offer, well, that would just go so well with that palette. In fact, probably 3 or 4 of the kits that we've got today, and some of the, you know, the bundles and things, that wire is going to come in so handy. It's going to be really versatile, really versatile. It's almost like we thought about it. Almost like you planned it there, Deanna, but we know that that's not the case. We know that's not the case. Well, you, but no, surely not. Okay, take a look. I need to bring a tissue. I think I'm getting the makings of a cold. I don't think it's a cold. I think it's probably just a tight cold. Oh, what happened there?
Everybody in the studio sounds like they've got a cold.
Do they?
So I was staying away and then I realised it's hay fever.
Ah, see,
so
I never get hay
so
fever.
I'm okay.
I'm not hay fever. Sorry, I know that was probably really unattractive watching me wipe my nose, but it was either that or a running nose.
Yeah, I'd rather you had the tissue.
You'd rather the tissue, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's all right, just checking. Right, this really excites me.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Really,
and you're right, that
excites me.
tiger's eye is exquisite, isn't it?
I mean, look,
It's exquisite.
Every time you look at a piece, you then look at another piece. I mean, look at that one.
Some of them are
Jan,
like
look
little
at that.
landscapes.
Aren't they?
They're gorgeous.
And just, Jack, can you get that? Can you get that one piece, that one there? I just tap it and then you'll be able to find it. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's one I've cheekily,
Oh, and then this one.
I've cheekily started. Oh, look at that.
Gosh.
Lovely.
Man alive. You've cheekily started, have you just said that? Have you just
cheekily
cheekily
started.
said that you've cheekily started?
And you know, ultimately, where you can, if you looked, I won't show you because obviously it's a surprise, but and I'm not supposed to have done it already. But I've just gone for the tiger's eye straight away. It was like, you know, you just want to pick it up and examine it. And I think because it's flat, because it's got a flat surface rather than a round, you don't have to twiddle it to see that chatoyancy. It's just glaring at you.
And that's why I think that this is a special strand, because I think the open flatness of the table, so the top part of the stone, for me, is almost maximising. Whereas I would have said like the roundness, in my mind, would have thought the roundness almost enhanced the chatoyancy because of the movement of light around it. But actually, what happens here is that you've got more exposition of the table and therefore more potential. And I think that's based on the quality though. In my head, I'm thinking it must be just because of the quality of the stone that you see that, because really normally the larger the table, the more exposed to imperfections you've got, but not here.
This is what you would expect to see set into a gold ring in a boutique, isn't it?
Bang on.
It's just, it's absolutely gorgeous.
I can't rave about this. As I say, I don't mean to annoy you. That's for sure. But I can honestly say, if anybody wants to give us a go for the first time and you want to try out our quality, I would put my reputation and I work really hard to make sure that the knowledge that I have and the information I try to give you is absolutely accurate. And I'd put my reputation to say that's one of the finest quality strands that I've ever seen us present of tiger's eye. Genuinely is. Breathtaking.
It is, and of course it doesn't stop there either.
No, I know, and that's the thing. That's what I mean. I don't want to annoy you by just going on about that, because really,
I've got to recommend this wire.
Go on.
I work with wire all the time. This, if you're starting, this is a 1 mil, isn't it?
I can't remember. Let me have a look. Let me have a check.
Yeah.
0.8.
0.8.
0.8 and then the 0.5.
That's right, yeah, I'm on the wrong kit. Yeah, 0.8. This, not only is it a great size and very versatile for links and also for making decorative swirls and scrolls on pendants, it will hold, but this one in particular is so soft. It's copper the same, but it's so soft, and you can buy wire, soft, hard. You know, you buy
like
it,
tensions.
Yeah, you buy it. You can buy it ready, sort of annealed, so that's very soft, or you can buy it so that it's quite hard to work with. And so, if you are beginning, this soft wire is fabulous. It won't hurt your fingers. You can do much more with it. It straightens out easily. It bends easily.
But it still has a metal memory. It still has like your ductility that means that once you've formed it, it'll keep in shape.
Will keep.
Is it?
It will keep. It'll work hardened just the same as any wire, any of the other wires that we have.
Okay.
Or any wire. So the more you work with it, the harder it will become. But you've brought out what I'm saying. It's a bit like the slow dry clay. You've just got more time, and you can make more mistakes with it.
Yes, it's more
and
forgiving.
You can do much tighter swirls when you're starting, because when you start, I know it's really hard to get the really tight loops and swirls, and this is absolutely perfect for starting. I can't recommend that.
Fab.
Great wire, that one.
Right then, this is your challenge, and I know you've said you've already cheekily started.
Mm-hmm.
Note to self: don't put this beside. Don't put challenges beside the guests before we start, because they're naughty, this lot. I know Linda did it the other day. I was going, Linda, you've already made a piece. She's going, well, I couldn't help myself. It was just there, and I just wanted to get started.
It's like pleasure pain being here, because you've got the pleasure of being surrounded by all the gemstones and the pain of not being able to touch them all.
Go. That's it.
So.
I want that one. Yeah. Okay, $21.95 for that fantastic box set. Box set of Mother Earth. An amazing tiger's eye and picture jasper combination. Really, really exciting quality. And as I say, don't forget you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30 days for you to make your decision. My instinct says you won't need 30 days. In fact, 30 seconds to see the quality of that tiger's eye. You know that $21.95 is justified just on that strand. So congratulations if you do get that one. Congratulations. Can I just say, I've already had lots of people saying how nice that looks.
It's gorgeous, that,
isn't it?
It's so simple.
First kit. We've got a bit of a run of great pricing.
Yes.
We have got a bit of a run of bargains. Just take a look at this, because we've had a few people just going, can we have a close-up just to see how it goes? Because you can see, that's lush.
Oh, it is lush.
It's very tribal.
Yeah, it's just so simple, and it just works. It will sit on any neckline. It's just lovely.
It is just one of those pieces that as soon as I saw it, I went, can I wear that one? You've done a bit of macrame,
yes.
And then you've just literally brought it in. And this is just one of the strands that's coming up in our first kit today. And that kit, shall we just get straight down to it? Shall we just do it?
You do it. I'll
tell
set up.
Yes,
yeah.
But then I did want to talk about that.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
I'm going to stop and I'm going to rewind, because right at the very beginning, I do want to move on. Yes. But I do need to just remind us about this, because we did talk about this at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We had an idea this morning, didn't we? And we did it a few weeks ago with Natalia, where we had one piece of jewellery where I was looking at going, well, I love the way it looks, but I would like to know how to do it from start to finish. Not just to be told one technique and then make up the rest yourself. Mm-hmm. Start to finish. When I saw this piece of jewellery and we agreed, this is the type of piece of jewellery that we know you will want to know how to make. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take you start to finish. We're going to take you how to make the clasp. We're going to take you into how to make the links. And we're going to take you into how to make this phenomenal feature pendant. And I'm calling it a pendant, but it's almost a bib, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of a focal point rather than a pendant,
Absolutely exquisite. So that piece, you're going to learn how to do the whole look. We're going to take you through from start to finish today. We're going to go literally, maybe every half an hour or so, we're going to drop in and we'll learn another part of the technique. We're going to start with the links, and then we're going to move on, I think, to the clasp, and then we'll go onto this. And this is a kit. This is part of a kit. So you don't need to buy the separate entities. You won't need to buy the wire and then the gemstones and then this, that, and the other. Literally, we're going to give you a kit that will then give you everything that used to make the jewellery.
Yeah.
Everything everything in this one kit, you can make that piece of jewellery. So that's to look forward to. And for those of you who are gem spotters out there, yes, it is golden obsidian. Yes, it is. Ooh.
And it's the finest example I've seen of it.
Oh, really? Just like with that tiger's eye, like that's my...
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm in love with that kit.
Okay, golden obsidian. That's to look forward to. You can tell when you're in love with a kit because that creation just says.
It was so easy to work with.
Was it?
Literally, I left that one till last because I wanted to delay the gratification, you know, but I couldn't wait to get to it.
Are you one of those people who buys a cake, right? You buy your cake and then do you put it in the fridge and every so often look at it and then eventually
I'll wait for the right moment.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah, I'll wait until everything's done and I can sit and enjoy it. And that's what I did with that kit. And it didn't last nearly long enough.
Did it not?
No, and I wanted to make more and more. So I'm sure you'll be the same when you get it.
Oh, it's a good one. Okay, so that's coming up later on. And as I say, we're going to take you through the whole of the technique from start to finish, of course, with the lovely Gemma. In the meantime, let's move this way and let's bring you this fantastic kit as already had a huge response on. It's called Barefoot on the Beach. Yes, of course it's called Barefoot on the Beach. As long as it's just not called Bear on the Beach, because that's not a good image on in my behalf. Although I have been to a nudist beach before. I have. I didn't get involved, but I have. I didn't realise I was there until I was already in the thick of the visuals. I was literally walking along, and at one point I was like, you know when you start to go, oh, and it suddenly dawned on me what had happened, that there must have been some kind of invisible line between the beach being non-nudist and nudist. I just didn't know where that invisible line was until took a while, because actually the reality is that often is the case. You just go, oh, that's a bit odd. That's quite odd as well. Oh, now I get it. You know, one of those really slow moments that you have. Oh, is it just me who has those moments? I think so. How old were you when you went to the first nudist beach? Sorry, Deanna. 5? You wandered onto it accidentally at the age of 5. Looking for things in rock pools. I'm not sure what she found in those rock pools, but it wasn't. I was going to say it. No, I can't say what I was about to say. I will stop, and we'll move on from the nudist colonies that obviously Deanna likes to frequent at the age of 5. Right then. We're moving on. Barefoot on the beach. But I tell you what, wherever you're going, whether you've got holidays planned or not, and I know there's a lot of people who don't have holidays planned, but whether you're going for a barefoot walk on the beach or whether you're just going out for a nice day out and you want that summery style jewellery, bang on, you have got it here. I love this kit. I mean, literally, we are bringing summer to your door right here. We are bringing, and I know for a lot of people, they've had not so great weather, and I know there's a lot of people who might be struggling right now with weather conditions going on, and we're wishing you all lots of love and lots of support as well. But we're trying our very, very best to give you that summer sense of quality to your jewellery. We really are. Yeah, where the weather's failing, we're succeeding. That's what we're doing within the summer vibe. And oh my gosh, I love this. Now, I did yesterday a strand very similar to this, didn't I? And I did it as a big offer. Now we know that, and because of that, we're going to make sure that the price tag reflects the price tag that we did for that one strand, okay? We know that if you got that strand, you'll be going, oh, I got a strand like that yesterday. You did, and this kit is gonna take that strand and go even further, okay? Even further. You've got here a combination of colour, and colour. I mean, it's a fantastically fresh kit. Where do I begin? Well, I'll probably begin with the neckline piece that I'm showing you, because really I've had so many people responding about it. I may as well talk about it first of all, because you're getting here. Oh, all right then, you're coming soon, don't worry. Just look. like this. You have here Nanga wood flat ovals. Nanga. I don't know what that means. I'm reading it, but I can put my hands up and I'll always tell you that I'll be honest. If I know something, I'll give you the information. If I don't know, I know I've got the, don't tell them to take the accreditation away from me. I goodness me, just because I don't know what a Nanga means. Nanga? Nanka. Type of tree, do you think?
Nanga wood, yeah.
Nanka wood.
Yeah.
Right, Gemma's saying it's a type of wood. I'm going to go with what Gemma says.
So it must be a tree.
Oh, it's a location.
Mm. Oh, it's going to be a tree.
Where you find the Nanka wood? No, okay. We're going with it a type of tree, but we don't really know that.
We don't know.
Yeah, all I'll say is...
It's nice.
It sounds... It's a type of tree. Thank you. I'm getting information just fed to me like this. And I apologise that I don't know the answer, but I know about gemstones. I'm not so good on wood and trees. I don't know. My dad used to take us around the woods and used to teach us all about the trees and what leaves are which one. Couldn't tell you one. Sycamore I might be able to tell you, or an oak tree, but that's as far. Nanka wood, I wouldn't have a clue. So yes, I need some kind of tree surgeon to be able to tell me. It is, as you can see here, a really fresh look that you're getting from your strand here, really fresh. I like the lightness of it. I like that it's not heavy. And I think when you think wood, you're thinking very, very solid, but very heavy, and it's not. It's very light, and almost like bamboo lightness. That's the best way I would describe it. That's how Gem's nodding with me. Yeah. I'd say bamboo lightness.
Yeah, it's very light.
Apparently it's part of the mulberry family. Ooh. Oh. Native to Southeast Asia and used in making instruments like, what's those things called?
Banjo.
What are they called?
Sitar.
Lutes and banjos and things. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that makes sense as well, because instruments are not heavy, are they? Because they can't be, because otherwise, you'd have Sting with biceps like that, because he's got a big guitar. Imagine if somebody's tuned in, literally, at that very second when I said Sting would have biceps because he had a big guitar. I mean, imagine if you just tuned in for the very first time to this channel. What would you think of this? You'd just keep on flicking over, wouldn't you? Just go, I'm sure she's just said that Sting has biceps because of his guitar. And this is a jewellery channel. Move it on. Right, what happens if Sting is watching? Buy it. It's a good one, Sting. Take a look. Take a look. Oh, I don't know how I get into conversations sometimes. This fantastic multicolour flower-shaped lava rock. 15 pieces with this real floral, again, earthy sense of quality. Lava rock is really exciting because it's got textures, little bubbles, and it's called lava rock because that's exactly how it forms within the lava flows of erupting volcanoes. You've got here a fantastic individuality, literally coming from the center of the earth. That's probably the best way to think about it, isn't it? So you've got those multicolored flowers, really getting a sense of fun and freshness and excitement and summertime vibe from that strand. Not where we're stopping though. No. One of me, all-time favorite colors is ocean-like qualities of colour. Reminds me of holidays. I think that's probably why I love the colour so much. And this gemstone certainly has that freshness that you'd associate to ocean tones. It's called Amazonite. You might have seen it before. If you haven't, let me introduce you to one of our big sellers here at Jewellery Maker, one of our real all-time top sellers, Amazonite, with its real sense of turquoises, minty fresh, oceanic greens. A gorgeous graduated faceted round strand where you're getting 6 to 16 mil. So you're going from small to large, 6 to 16 millimeter, 270 carats sitting within that strand. Really, really delicious, delicious strand where in truth, if you wanted to, you could just restrand and have that as one feature necklace, an Amazonite necklace. What would you charge for that if you were selling it? And in particular, how much attention would you expect to get from a piece that would sit against the neckline? And I mean, again, you know, the attention that I've already received in terms of this piece that I've got on, so well received, so well received. And that's what jewellery's about. Jewellery is there to get you noticed. In some ways, for many people, jewellery is an expression of their personality, expression of who they are, you know, or perhaps it's a sense of creating a focal point. When you don't want to do it in your clothes, you want to still get colour or texture or dynamic into your look, but without doing it in your clothing. And I know for me in particular, I know I wear a lot of muted colours. I wear a lot of blacks, a lot of creams, a lot of simple block colours, and I'll often introduce colour with my jewellery. And as you can see, it really does work. If I just took my colour away, as you know, that was going to be my colour block for the day. Well, if I took that away, do you see how the yellows really lift? Where what would have been quite a plain black and cream outfit, the colour just then lifts and gives an excitement to the décolletage. It gives and introduces tones that perhaps you don't want to wear, because I'd never standardly wear yellow as an outfit. I think I've got one yellow dress in my wardrobe, but I want to introduce a little bit of summertime lift, and you can do that with your jewellery. And also for me, I think jewellery has more longevity in fashion. I always think that really if you go for very simple clothes, sometimes jewellery can really ride fashion, and you can change it because you're a jewellery maker. You actually have the chance to go, okay, I've worn that, I've got the look, now I'm going to change it up, and the season's changed and the looks change, and you can accommodate that with your jewellery making. And this kit's really going to allow you to do that, really going to allow you. So you've got your wood, you've got your Nanka wood, I must remember that from now on, Nanka wood. What did we say it was? What's its family? What's its mulberry? That's right. Oh yes, think of the designer. Also called what? Jackfruit. Oh, I like that. I'd probably remember that, wouldn't I, Jack? Jack's a bit fruity, just remember that. You've got here Amazonite, you've got 16 to 6 millimeter. Well look, if you saw what Jack was wearing yesterday, you know what I mean by saying that Jack's a bit fruity. Oh yes, to be honest, I had to check that he'd put the leggings back into the box. I thought he was going to take them home. I know that the hot pants were chafing a little bit, but the leggings underneath, I know he really took a bit of a shine to. We've got here Amazonite. We've got this fantastic lava rock. You've got your feature Nanka wood flat ovals, of which, as you can see, I've made. We've got some fantastic jewellery origin made from. Then on top of that, and this is where this kit really comes into its own. I must highlight this is a kit of lots and lots of potential, because you're also going to get your turquoise 0.6mm wire. So you're going to get your wire as well. So if you got the bronze earlier on, look at that lovely combination of colours. And then introduce the lava rock. Ah, see what I mean? Oh, there's always something to think about. When you bought something from us, remember, add it to your order. 1 P&P for the whole day. So if you've already got that fantastic offer, it's sold out now, £2.45. That's sold out. I've got another amazing offer, the turquoise to go alongside this kit. Then we don't stop there, because we're bringing you something a little bit different. I think this is probably the first time I've ever brought to you the cord, and this is 5 times 1 metre lengths of satin cord in this lovely citrus yellow, sunshiny sunbeam yellow, gorgeous smoothness, and it is satin, and you'll feel that quality. Satin has a real beautiful texture about it, hasn't it? Smooth and really oh yeah, what's the word? Soft. That's the word. Just the word, soft. So you've got that as well. Stop taking the mickey out of me. So you've got your Nanka wood, you've got your lava, you've got your Amazonite, you've got your turquoise 10 metres of wire, you've got 5 metres of your satin cord, and then we keep going. This kit is literally going on and on and on and arrest on. Right, you've got presentation bags as well. Now in our mind, And you'll understand when we get to Gemma's creations, in our mind, you are going to make so much jewellery that you're not just going to keep it for yourself, you're going to be making it as gifts, you're going to be selling it. In our mind, let's make it as easy as possible to present it in a really nice way. So you're going to get organza bags. In fact, let me just show you one of them. So you're getting organza gift bags. So you're getting here the red, I just want to make sure that I'm giving you that information properly. Yes, 10 red organza bags. They're 12 by 6 centimetres. And as you can see there, just really nice to present your jewellery. Whether you're giving it as a gift or you're selling it, it's really nice to know. This is part of it, 10 of those. Okay, now you'll understand why those are so important when we get to how many pieces of jewellery Gemma's made from this kit. You'll understand why those 10, right, those 10 gift bags, as soon as you see there, you'll understand how good this is, how very, very good this is. Those organza gift bags are going to come in really, really, really handy when you see how many pieces of jewellery that Gemma's made. Of course, I haven't even stopped there with the ingredients in this kit. I feel like this is going on forever. I'm sorry, maybe, right, I need to pick up the pace, I know, sorry. So, wire, elastic, and monofilament. That is not where we're stopping. Because you're getting silver-plated copper on this one. Silver-plated, because you're getting 100 pieces. That means you're getting your meter chain. You're going to get shepherd hooks, head pins, crimp beads, closed jump rings, plain beads. You're getting eye pins, chandelier drops. You're getting crimp beads. You're also getting heart toggle clasp. You're also getting, round toggle clasp, and you're getting bolt ring clasp and jump ring. Crimp bead covers, all in one kit. One kit. Now, I'm going to go, just before we bring the price in, I'm going to go to value for money. And I won't use those words very often. But when I say this, I want you to just, Claire, is there any chance of us quickly just getting a shot of how many pieces of jewellery Gem has made? 13, was it, Gem? 13.
And I have loads of findings left.
You had loads of findings left as well?
Because you've got the wire, you tend to make your own rather than, you know, so it goes on and on and on. You definitely need all your bags and the ones that, and the, you know, the original ones as well.
Yes, the presentation bags that standardly come with the kit, the
Yeah.
large purple and the black one as well. So let's just go through this again. You've made 13 pieces of jewellery. Now I want you to just take a look at some of these pieces of jewellery. And don't forget, I'm wearing one as well. I'm wearing one. Just look at all of that jewellery, from earrings to bracelets to neckline. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 neckline pieces that Jen has made. This kit has gone far. Now, how about I tell you this? Every one of these pieces of jewellery, can you give me the exact pricing? Yep. I want you to look at this piece of jewellery and I want you to tell me how much you would pay for it. How much you charge. Look at the detail of the macrame that is done. That's part of the cord as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, if I told you, for the price of this kit, every one of those pieces of jewellery, and Claire's going to show you it. Show another neckline piece maybe, Claire, right? Look at that piece. How about another one? And another one? See all of these pieces of jewellery? What about if I told you every single one of those pieces of jewellery, less than £2? Less than £2. Gem has made 13 pieces of jewellery, and for the price we're about to take this kit to, each one of those pieces of jewellery will have cost less than £2 to make. I'm just going to give literally 10 seconds for us to take on that, because I think that that is ridiculous. For me to think that I'm wearing a piece of jewellery that I absolutely adore and it would cost me less than £2 to make. Less than £2. I mean, that flower necklace, less than £2. If you want this kit, and I did say to you, I'll only say this if I really, really think that you're going to miss out. If you want this kit, I'm going to say to you now, pick up the phone. Let me remind you, less than £2. 13 pieces of jewellery. Gemma has made 13. And for the price you're about to get this kit for, that means that you are going to have to be seriously quick. A very, very, very exciting offer. A potential to get Amazonite, an amazing combination of cord and wire and findings, and your price tag, £24.95. Look at what you're getting. Please just see an abundance of incredible opportunity for £24.95. Go, 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 go. 0800 644 655. Oh my giddy aunt, that is good. My gosh, that is good. An amazing offer. Again, let me remind you, every one of those pieces of jewellery that you are looking at, that I'm wearing, that Gemma's displaying there, every one of them less than £2. I mean, some of them big, some of them smaller, but even the smaller ones, they have an incredible abundance of desirability. Of course, don't forget Amazonite, a really sought after stone. I mean, beautiful pair of drop earrings that Gemma's made there. You know, some fantastic wired work. This is what it's all about. Optimize, maximize on the, I mean, that's gorgeous, isn't it? To get the turquoise against the yellows within that wire wrapped bracelet. Beautiful detail, and yet less than £2. That's what I mean. Now look, I'm just giving you the price point that Gemma's jewellery has made. I'm just saying that Gemma's made 13 pieces of jewellery. It's up to you how you want to make your jewellery and how you want your gemstones and your ingredients to go. Some people like to make little cupcakes, some people like to make 3-tiered cakes. It depends on how you see your ingredients going, how you're going to make your jewellery. You might not make 13 pieces of jewellery, but the simple facts are is if you do, the potential is that each one of them will cost you £2. It's just exciting pricing, really exciting pricing. £24.95 is okay. You've got to be quick on those phone lines today. It is a very busy day, and rightly so, with this price tag, with the organ and those gift bags. I mean, you need the gift bags because if you're making so much jewellery.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, if you put every piece in one, you'd need the organza gift bag, and you'd have to have another one.
And then you'd have to wear one.
You'd have to wear one.
Wear a piece of jewellery. Oh, what a shame. What a shame I have to wear that piece of jewellery. This is a fantastic kit.
Yes. And I like the name as well, Barefoot on the Beach.
Barefoot on the Beach.
I think that suits it, actually.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That sort of, yeah, that sort of feel.
That summertime vibe.
Yeah, that kicking stones sort of feel. Yeah,
yes,
nice.
very much. And I actually what I like about it is that you could imagine it being worn on a beach, but you could also imagine, you know, placing this in a totally different context and heading out just for a day out, because there's a lot of people having staycations this year, you know, and wanting to enjoy, but still have great jewellery that matches their outfit. And a lot of people who perhaps, for me, I mean, I love that Amazonite can go with against like the browns and your autumn tones, and give a little bit of freshness to the darker or more, like I say, rustic tones. Yeah. And so it's going to be a stone that really has that dynamic of diversity.
Yeah, the Amazonite is gorgeous, and for me, I wanted to incorporate all the stones in one piece, but for me, it just looked so gorgeous against the silver.
Silver plated.
That I went for that, and to be honest, it was hard to use all the findings this time because you had the wire. You'd find you don't need the findings quite so much. So, you know, I had to do something to use them up.
I love that. That's like a bunch of bananas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just an interesting way of using the wood, the Nanka wood. Nanka wood. It's just a textured way of using it. We've used them flat around the neck, and I just wanted to show that you can, you know, use them laying in a different direction.
And you've made a lovely flower ring, haven't you?
Yeah. It was just an odd, you know, I had the colours matching, tonal colours in the piece, the vine piece there, and then the matching ones on the little flower piece. So I just had a black and a white left over. So when I made this little friendship bracelet with a sliding knot and then a little ring.
It's so cute, isn't it?
Very
so cute.
simple.
And the thing that I was saying before we came to it, I was saying to Jem, first time we ever worked together, second time probably actually, Gemma made a ring and she gave it to me at the end of the show. And do you remember that ring? That gorgeous. It was a gorgeous silver. It's like a silvery black. It looked like almost like a Tahitian pearl. Yeah. And you'd wire wrapped it. And so I wear it lots. And honestly, I've probably got her about 5 or 6 commissions because so many people compliment it.
That's good.
Literally, and that's the type of jewellery that really does have that commission look about it, because it's so unique, it's so different.
That's
you're not going to walk into a fashion shop and find jewellery like this. And again, that's what makes me love Jewellery Maker. I love the fact that we're giving you the ingredients, but then you've got the chance to make jewellery that nobody else is going to have. You have your own ideas, your own, and as I say, again, you've made 13 pieces of jewellery. Somebody might make 10 or 9, or they might make 15 pieces of jewellery, but that's based on their creativity. And again, for me, to making cakes, I love to make big cakes. I don't always make little fairy cakes, but the same ingredients make up both potentials, don't they? So,
that's right. But to be honest, I don't think I could have gone much more gem heavy. Then I know they're not all gems, but I don't think I could have gone much more gem heavy to make less. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
They're quite gem heavy pieces, really.
And you haven't just worked with the gemstones, you've actually done some detail in the wire work as well.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could quickly show us how you start to make something like that?
How you do the
Do we have chance?
Yeah.
Guys, do we have time for that or not? We do? Brilliant, thank you. Yeah.
I'll just quickly show you on the necklace. I've made the little dragonfly connectors here.
Oh, they're cute.
But what you can do is this part here is detach. You can detach this and use it as a hair vine. So you just put a little pin on each side, and you can look lovely sort of.
No way. What, like on the side, do you mean?
Yeah, like that. Or if you're going to put your hair, sort of draw it back, draw your hair back.
Like across like a little hairband?
Like sort of around the back of the head. If you've got your hair down, you can wear it sort of around the back, and that looks nice. You just pin it in.
That's so cute. So you've just literally detached it, and then
you can have that as well.
You're a clever lady.
So yeah, you can change your jewellery up.
You're a clever lady. That is clever, isn't it? So you've created the little dragonfly attachers. So then you've done that as a detachable potential. So really 2 looks for the price of 1, but in principle 3 looks, because then you can use this section as a little...
Yeah, just a few hairpins in the side and you've got a vine. Yeah. And then you can wear the necklace on its own with just the dragonflies.
I like that thinking.
Sweet.
That is such... So, the dragonflies.
Yes.
Are you going to show us that?
I will.
Is that okay?
Just move these over.
That'd be brilliant. And the dragonflies are literally just the copper wire, and then is it one of the head pins, or what have you used?
There's 2, each dragonfly uses 2 head pins, 1 silver ball, and a very short and a small length of the blue copper wire.
Okay.
And obviously an earring finding.
Are we going to make the earrings then, are we?
Yeah. Let's make one of those.
Okay, so let me do this, and then we can have a look at it. Okay.
So, like I said, I've got two head pins, so we'll start with those. Get these out of the way. I don't know where this overhead lines up yet, so you might have to,
around about here,
push me around. Right, so you're going to take your 2 ball head pins, get your 2 little ball parts lined up, and then twist these wires. Now, you can use your pliers if you like, but I'm just using my fingers. They don't need to be too neat. They're very soft, so you'll twist them easily. So we've just got a twisted section there, and the little ends here are going to be the antenna for the butterfly. Okay, then you take a little silver ball, and thread your wires on. So thread them onto both wires, and there you go, you've got the head for your dragonfly or butterfly, whatever you'd like to call it. Right, then your wire. So I've got a long length. I prefer to work with a longer length because you've got more leverage, so you can make neater loops. So I'm going to work sort of somewhere in the centre. I'm going to make my loops, 2 loops. So I've bent it there, and I want them sort of, what should we say, 3 or 4 centimetres long. So I'll bend that one round again. So that's 1 loop, and I want to repeat that to make 2 loops. Okay, so there's one side, and then there's the other side. So there's 2 loops there.
Okay.
Can we see that?
Yep.
Right, now pinch them together in the centre, like so. Like a little,
you can already see the
bow.
wings, yeah.
And then take one of your left over, and whilst you're pinching the centre, just off centre, make a wrap there.
Yeah.
And then take the other one and do the same in the other direction on the other side. Okay, so we've got a little wrap and it looks like a little bow. We just split those wings slightly. Okay. Or we move it, we might move it to the other side. Okay. And then you've basically just got to attach them to your butterfly body.
That's
So what I've done is round the tail once, and back right the way round. So that's wrapped, that's got it secured that side. And then the same on the top towards the head, round once or twice. And then I've gone, to make it sort of more bulbous there for that body, I've gone around the wings in one way, and around again, so on the diagram, and then the same with this side, but you want to, this time we're going to come around the back so that the wires cross over for the body. So on the opposite direction, round once, and again, okay, and then just tidy those ends up by either wrapping further down the body, round and round and round. Okay, and then round and round and round. And there you go. And what I've done on the end to tidy it up, snip those pieces off, and then just curled the tail, curled it round with my rhino pliers. And then on one of the antenna, just loop it round, and to firm it up, because they are soft, just give them a squeeze, really hard squeeze with your pliers, and that will keep that bend there.
Oh,
okay, so we just cut that and you can see we have a butterfly. There you go. All right. And then that will just attach to your earring finder. There we go.
Look at that. You're so clever.
Ah.
You're so clever.
They're
That's
cute,
brilliant.
aren't they?
They're really cute. And again, no gemstones.
No.
Literally just a bit of wire, but some wire,
Bit of wire.
and some findings, and the result is so fantastic.
Yeah, and I think they would be. I predict these would be a good seller if you're selling.
Yes, because certainly in this very like kind of summer mode that people are going into, coming into the 6 weeks holidays, school holidays and things, people do start to like almost attach like, you know, this type of design very much so, don't they?
Yeah.
And very I mean, it hasn't taken you a long time there,
No.
but yet a really creative impact.
Yeah.
Really creative. Amazing, isn't it? And so now you understand how you've got that amazing potential and those connectors you've used for earrings, you've worked the same principle into the neckline piece as well. And again, for those of you who didn't quite see what went on there, just to show you, so this is just a little connector, and as you can see, the antennae it is the antenna, right?
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's like a hook.
Like a little hook, and then all it does is then, again, just use the antennae as a hook to add in the detail. Look at that. You are clever. You are very clever.
Thank you.
Fantastic kit. Fantastic design as well. I'm sure you appreciate that. £24.95 is all you pay on this one. Barefoot on the Beach jewellery kit, comprising of 100 pieces of silver-plated copper. You've also got a combination of some fantastic stones. Some added bonuses, of course, you get the organza bags and you also get the wire, plus you get that cord. So there's lots going on for less than £25. And as I say, if you just want to break down the value that you're talking about here, that's less than £2 a piece of jewellery. Less than £2 is a phenomenal price tag. Okay, so now's the time to buy it. I don't know how much stock we have left. What I can say to you is that it's been incredibly well received. Less than 50 left, is that right? 50 left, so still availability, but only literally limited offer there. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial if you would like to join us. It's a free phone number, or you can join us on the web as well. We are going to get down to the Wall of Fame, and straight after that we're going to go into the first technique for our fantastic neckline piece that we're going to take you through the whole way of making it from start to finish with Gemma. Let's go Wall of Fame the way. 170 is Helen in South Lanarkshire. Nice to have your company, Helen. She says, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. This is just one of the pieces which will be on my stall at our church summer fair on Saturday. Oh, that's today. Oh, good luck, Helen. Fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed. She says, the necklace and earrings are made from gorgeous lapis lazuli and shell rounds, which are just lovely together, and sterling silver findings, all bought from Jewellery Maker. Just have been fab as usual. Guest design is amazing and so inspirational. Loving the banter and the laughs. Brackets, the cat was a birthday gift from my hubby. He is made from nuts, bolts, nails and cutlery. Oh my gosh, that's clever. I just love him and wanted to show him off. He was made by a friend, bracket, Rooster Meta Creations. Very talented guy. His work is just amazing. Best wishes to all, and that's Helen in South Lanarkshire. I agree, that's wicked, isn't it? So husbands who buy things, I was on air yesterday, and obviously I passed my test yesterday, and I've been working hard, and you know, just how life is when you've got children and stuff, you don't have that much time. Bless my husband, he was watching, I saw a beautiful diamond ring, really loved it, said it, he bought me it.
Oh, that's lovely.
I know! How gorgeous is that?
That's
Funny
really
thing is,
lovely.
I'd said I really like it, but before I'd even said it, he'd already bought it. So he'd already seen it for himself while he was watching. I thought, oh, my wife's, Vix would really love that. And I'd just said, I really love it. And somebody said, but you've already been bought it because your husband's just bought you.
I told you.
Yeah, the call centre. Yeah, the call centre rang up to say, what size are you? He'll buy you it, but he doesn't know what size you are. I know, how gorgeous is that? What a lucky lady I am, isn't it? Yeah, well done, husband. Yes. What do you want? What have you broken? And what have you done? You've got classic.
I've got a very classy set of pearl jewellery here. So it says, hi to a great friendly team. This is the first time I've mixed beautiful gems from JM, of course. Mystic citrine with glass pearls from my sister's broken necklace. By introducing the fab citrine, it's brought to life the necklace and made earrings, a lovely set. I just hope she'll be as pleased with it as I am. What do you think? Well, we liked it.
I love it.
We were commenting, particularly on the extender chain as well, which always is a nice touch.
Yeah, always.
Where are we? It's shown me that sometimes you can use other items that are lying around, not just discard them. Hope this makes it onto the Wall of Fame for me and my sister Emmy to see. The designer and Facebook girls and boys give me confidence. Hope it shows in my future designs. Hugs and kisses from very wet Salisbury from Lorraine Morris.
Yes. Well, I think it's pretty much everywhere, isn't it? Yes. Seems that you need to think. You're all right. I'll move on. So you've got 167 and I've got 169. Please have a drink if you do. Can you grab a drink? Bless you. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made the tiger head pendant from a stamp I designed. Hope you like it. Natalia is a lovely, brilliant and talented lady and can't wait for September's workshop. I agree she is. Loving the metal clay demos. Keep up the brilliant work. Love and hugs, and that's Elizabeth Ann Pemberton, and that's you're in West Midlands. I have to agree. Worked with Natalia. I haven't worked with her for ages, and then I did just a couple of weeks ago, and she just inspiring designs, really exciting designs, and really reflecting fashion. Whereas I think that Natalia's very much of the moment. I always think that your designs are moment, but giving that vintage inspiration. Yeah, I really think you've got that like vintage style about. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like every design's got something else to offer.
I think
haven't they?
I have an eclectic style.
Definitely,
I think
you've been inspired by it, and I think Natalia's definitely has. But I always look at Natalia's and see I can almost go, oh, okay, well that's the design that's going on the catwalks. And
she's
it's all
always bang on trend.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, great. Oh
yes, a tiara.
Oh wow,
they're just the most lovely things to make. So satisfying. Yeah,
that's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. Beautiful colours as well. Gorgeous. And it's from Katie in Ammanford, South Wales. She says, hi all at JM, here's my Wall of Fame entry for this week. This is my first attempt at wedding jewellery. It is made with all JM pearls and opal chips with some clear quartz. I hope this makes the Wall of Fame. I watch you every morning. I can't get through the day without you. All the guest designers are brilliant and give such good demos.
Don't they?
From Katie. I wonder if Katie's coming on one of the jewellery
Oh,
the
yes.
wedding jewellery courses.
Yeah, because Hannah's doing that. She just did her first one last week. Hannah from yesterday, retro Han, as we might call her, with her little sparkly hat.
Yeah.
Actually, she did the first one last week, and I know she's got one in beginning of next month, which is I think it's about the 2nd of August, as my memory, and as we all know, my memory's rubbish. I think that's around the time. If you want to know more about any of our workshops, in particular if you want to get into tiaras and fascinators and extra, please do speak to our call centre, and we'll tell you a little bit more about those throughout the show as well. So for $24.95 you've got that barefoot on the beach jewellery kit. Thank you very much for everybody who does send in the Wall of Fame entries. We really do, and I promise you, we treasure everybody's entrant. We really enjoy seeing your creations. You inspire us and you make us excited about making sure that we keep on delivering great quality. So thanks for taking the time to do that. And of course, the reward is that you might win either £100 or £50 credit to your account. So it's definitely taking the time to send in your photographs if you get the chance. We'll tell you how to do that later on. But in the meantime, keep watching. We're going to go for a little break, and then we're going to come straight back and get down to the first part of the technique for that fantastic necklace. So keep watching. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the Sign Up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
Hold the jump ring firmly in your flat nose pliers. Then using your wire cutters, make a sharp snip. Remember, when opening a jump ring, only open north to south.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Had a couple of texts in and emails in, and Facebook is just asking what I'm wearing because I haven't quite shown it off yet. I'll just quickly give you a quick peek, but this is coming up later on in the show. Just keep on watching and you'll find out more. How lush is that? I know, isn't that cute? Ah, it's really cute, isn't it? Okay, so that's coming up. I don't know what you call, how do you classify them?
It's a slave bracelet.
A slave bracelet.
Called slaves.
Slave bracelet.
There are various reasons.
From historical times, is it? Is it literally, is that
I think it's from when copper used to be traded on the African coastline. I think it used to be you'd trade copper, and if you wore a copper bangle, it meant that you were sort of indebted to the British people who were coming to trade goods. That's one, and then there's other ones that are more dark.
Oh, really? But called the slave bracelet.
Yeah.
I'm a slave to Jewellery Maker. Right. we have, well. Just check this out. We're going to do a very quick offer, and then we're going to get straight down to the first technique with the lovely gem on our fantastic neckline piece. We're going to show you how to make that from start to finish. But before that, I want you to, well, I think you'll know this gem first. I know that if you've watched before, you'll definitely have seen us bring you this fantastically popular shell pearl. You've got coral bronze and gold coloured shell pearl, faceted rounds that are 6mm. As you can see there, the light quality is just fantastic. The disco ball effect. And we know about disco balls from yesterday now, don't we? Oh yeah, baby. We were dancing the night away. Obviously we weren't. I was working. I did do a bit of dancing actually. Actually last night on air I was doing a bit of dancing as well. Yeah, I was breaking my moves down. Yeah, I think I was talking about Opal, and then I must have started doing that yesterday, and then I started like grooving on, and I was just like that. Oh, I feel like I need to go dancing. And then I remembered I was really tired, and so I just went to bed. Living the party life. We have here your shell pearl that you've got, coral, bronze and gold shell pearl, these faceted rounds. So that's number one, that's strand number one. I know that you probably have got an ident for that one, or you might have seen it before. Now, strand number two, we're going on to wood again, and this time, this is palm wood. Just take a look at this, and it's got a fantastic graining effect. Aren't they gorgeous? Could be very unisex, this bundle actually. 7 by 10. Individual size, individual look. And what I like about them, individual textures, but all very similar graining, all very similar in that lovely palette, almost like a neutral base with then the russets and the bronzes and the browns coming through. So you've got there tube beads. I actually think that if you've got that nanka wood, that would go nicely, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's nice. Again, they're both very, very light woods. So although you're thinking wood and maybe thinking quite dense, the nice thing about it is that they're actually very light, so really easy worn, really easy worn. And for me, there's that. You could imagine just a simple bracelet or a simple necklace. I mean, it would work for a gent's piece as well as a lady's piece, really. I see that as quite an easy one. I've got the boys nodding in approval. Yes, they're saying yes, that this would definitely be something that they'd be happy to wear. You know, quite almost like surfer-esque, you know, that really, yeah. Jack says he'd like you to know, he might live in Birmingham, but he likes to surf. Are you actually... I was just going to say, I feel like today I'm kind of selling Jack as well as I'm selling jewellery, really. I've already told you that... I was just about to say that it doesn't matter. We're moving swiftly on from that. But if anybody wants to know any more details of Jack, please do contact the phone centre. 0800... Joking. We'll probably now get about 50 phone calls in, Jack. 0800... No, I'm not going to read out the number. Right, what else do you get? This is the stone I want you to see if you know. See if you identify it, because this is a stone that I know that I've probably only presented 2 or 3 times in my Jewellery Maker time. I think literally 2 or 3 times at the tops. That's it. So if you don't know what it is, don't worry. Don't think, oh, I should remember this one. There's every chance that you shouldn't remember it, because we don't have a lot of it in stock. First found and located in the USA, in fact in the Nevada desert. Named after a ghost town. Or should I say, the ghost town was named after this stone? Know what it is? Rhyolite. I know, I can't remember the last time I presented it. Genuinely cannot remember the last time I presented this to you. It's a stone that has a real heritage about it. It has a real sense of something interesting to talk about. It's not just a gemstone that looks pretty, it's got a really interesting provenance. It's a stone that actually, if you want to go really into its history, around about the early 19th century, about 1906, you're talking in the gold rush era in the USA. This is a gemstone that was sourced around alongside that gold rush time. And as I say, the actual stone of rhyolite, the town in which it's located is named after this stone, rhyolite in Nevada. That's where this stone is sourced from. Standardly, you can get it in other locations, but standardly, certainly in terms of its heritage, the location that you would source this gemstone from was in the USA. It's a stone that has a very strong prominence of silica. Now, for anybody who knows about silica, and certainly hydrated silica, what is it? Hydrated silica? Opal. So it has a very strong sense of that silica formation, got a very strong sense of that lovely opalescent quality, almost got that real sense of play of colour, but this is a little bit more saturated, almost has a jasper-esque quality to it as well. So jasper and opal together, and this is perhaps where you'd get to rhyolite in visuals. Absolutely gorgeous quality. It has this salmon pink about it, it has the delicacy about it in, again, neutral tones, and you've got this look of something different. So it's a talking point. You know, I don't know about you, but I like my gemstones to not just look good, I like that they've got a bit of a talking point. When I wear my morganite, I like the fact that people ask me about it and I can tell them a little bit of interest in, oh, actually morganite, the Tiffany gemstones, and I can do a little bit of that type of, you know, I really like that. You know, and especially if you're selling your jewellery, if you're somebody who makes jewellery to sell, it's another talking point. Getting something different in your jewellery collection is always a really nice addition to somebody's, I don't know, their sense of pride in what they've got in their collection. So this is something of a little bit of a different offer. I like this one. Rhyolite, shell pearl, and your palm wood. A bundle from the natural collection. You've got here a fantastic offer coming your way, 3 strands. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was starting to break these down, I'd probably say, I'd probably take the pink pearls, you know, that shell pearl, and I'd probably put it with the rhyolite because they've got those like pinky hues coming from the right, and then I'd take the more autumn-esque tones and I'd probably put that along. See what I mean? If you were going to work them together. But you know, the bundles, when we do these 3 bundle packs or etc., it's not about just getting pieces to make them work together. It's about getting gemstones in your stash that then perhaps you've already got other stuff to work with it and then making the most of it like that. So, you know, this might be something that you always work together, but you're actually looking at these as just potential for your stash, potential to make forward-looking jewellery, you know, with different detail. We have got 3 strands, and your price offer for your palm wood, your coral, bronze and gold shell pearl and your rhyolite is less than £10. Ooh. Oh, now I wasn't anywhere near that low price. I was nowhere near that. I was thinking if you were looking, we were going to go to £14.95 on that. Based on the rhyolite, I was thinking this was going to go to about £14, £15. That was my pricing in my mind. £9.90, that's a £5 cheaper than I thought we were going to go. And that was me pushing our boundary of price.
That's an absolute bargain. Yeah. I might do a bit of a Mark, you know, and
yeah,
get really grumpy about it.
Get really grumpy. Mark sometimes does get grumpy. I have to like kind of drag him out of his grump. Yeah. I have to like almost like, all right, Mr. Grump, how are?
But it is frustrating when you're here and you can't get hold of them, you know.
And because you're a businesswoman,
Yeah.
just as Mark is a businessman, and you sell your jewellery, when you see something that's value for money, or if you perceive it as value for money, and that's what it is, it's all about perception, you know, you've got to do your own research. And Gemma does her research because that's her business. So when she says it's a bargain, that's based on her research. You've got your own chance to make your own research and your own decisions on our prices. We want you to do that. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee so you can do that. 30 days for you to go and explore price points for genuine gemstones, for beautiful palm wood, to getting textures of shell pearl. Go and do your price research. And as I say, my price point that I was thinking we could push to, and I was thinking pushing to around about the £15 marker. That was just on my research, certainly based on the rhyolite, because I haven't presented it for a very long time. I kind of remember the last time I brought you rhyolite. £9.95 is all you pay. Hold the lines to confirm, or 800 644 655. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Rhyolite with this fantastic shell pearl and the palm wood, a fantastic offer, a real potential offer there. Hold the lines, a bit of a queue on those phone lines. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can, and everybody's call will be processed in strict rotations. That means if you're the fifth person to pick up the phone, you'll be the fifth person to be answered. We have got an amazing offer, an amazing opportunity, a fantastic quality, natural collections, the wood, the shell and the rhyolite. That rhyolite, as I say, it's always nice to do a bit of research on your gemstones, certainly if you sell them. I know Mark says he always puts in within his little as he sells, he always has a bag that has the information of the gemstones, and if it's a birthstone then he'll often put, you know, Ruby July's birthstone and that kind of information. So if you do that, you know, it just gives a little bit more substance, it gives you a little bit more, your designs more kudos. And then kudos does sell.
And even the little cards that you can pay a little bit extra and get your certificates.
Yes.
I mean, you can print out the mine for free,
yep.
but the certificates, I find, you know, people think, oh, you know, it does give you that edge, I think, over.
Because do you not think that sometimes because I certainly, I'll say this based on my experience of people who know my job, when I work on Jewellery Maker, they have more expectation that it's going to be synthetic. So when you're working with genuine gemstones, you need to make sure that you're telling people, because my experience, because obviously I work, our company is the Genuine Gemstone Company, and it's Jewellery Maker, Gems TV and Gems TV Extra. Because people know me from both channels, Gems TV, everybody knows that it's Genuine Gemstones, everybody knows that that's what I work for. So when I come here they go, oh, so is that synthetic? No, still work for the same company, still giving you genuine gemstones. It's just that you've got the potential to make your own jewellery out of this, isn't it? And that's what this is. It's about making your own jewellery. And that's what we're going to give you the chance to do. But very specifically, we did it a few weeks ago, as I say, with Natalia, and it was very well received. And we thought, right, let's do it again. Certainly when I saw this piece of jewellery, I said to Gemma, my instinct was, you would want to know how to make the start to finish on this, because it is so beautiful. So beautiful. We're going to start by showing you the main chain and the clasp effect. So we're going to go with shall we just go with the chain first?
We can.
Is that all right with you?
We can. It'll be a very short demo, just the chain.
Good. That's cool.
Because most of you out there, or lots of people out there, know how to do the basic eye loop on each side. So it's just the chain technique. So this is a 0.1 wire that comes in with the kit.
Yes.
And
sorry, just to highlight, the kit is coming up. We haven't got the kit yet. Okay, we are going to bring you this kit, which will have the wire and the stones. In particular, we've got on this one, and I know Gemma's absolutely in love with this stone, and rightly so. Gosh, it's just incredible, isn't it?
You see a green one, and you think, oh, that's a greenish colour one. You pick it up and it's black.
Yeah, and then it's golden, and then it's just, it's amazing, isn't it? So this kit is coming your way. I just wanted to highlight that everything that Gemma's working with, all the ingredients that she's working with now to demo, we haven't brought the kit yet, but the kit will be coming your way, and you can buy the kit to make this piece of jewellery. Okay, sorry to bother you.
We're going to start with the gemstone chain, which forms the band around your neck.
Yeah.
So basically you take, I've alternated an obsidian and a pearl. So if I show you with each, I'm going to thread on the gemstone onto my wire. Now something I do is I don't cut my wire from the reel.
You don't?
I don't, because I find I waste less if I do it how I'm going to show you now.
You mean keep it on the reel?
I keep it on the reel.
Okay.
So what I do is I thread on my gemstone, and I make the first eye loop. So I want an eye loop on each end, and that's going to be a connector.
Yeah.
So I take my pliers to the end of the wire,
Yeah.
and I roll the pliers around until the wire meets like a little loop. Just see which camera on, can we see?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so
Let
it's
me just put my hand behind it and then we can see it behind. There you go.
there you go. So you've just got like a number 9 there, you can see from your
Yeah.
angle. And then what I do is I put my pliers into the bottom of that loop where the wire meets, and I turn it back on itself to make a lollipop. You know,
Okay.
To make a loop on top of the...
We should call it a Shirley Temple.
Yes, to make a Shirley Temple.
Let's call it a Shirley Temple from
There
now
you
on.
go. Okay, and then I pull my gemstone up to meet that loop,
Okay.
and this is where you save your wire, because what you sometimes do is cut it all off and then
Have spare,
have
like little bits.
little tiny bits spare, which is great. You can use in your polymer or in your resin, but being a businesswoman, as I
Yes.
as we keep saying, you have to watch your materials and make sure
Absolutely.
they stretch out. So I do it this way. So I then pull my gemstone down to the loop, bend my wire, use the gemstone to pivot it, and bend it at a 45-degree angle, like that. Then put my pliers in, roughly the same point on the noses. What do you call these jaws? On the jaws.
Jaws.
And then wrap my wire around. And just push the wire around to make another loop. Use your wrist as well to finish it off.
Okay.
Pull the wire down, so it's like this.
Yeah, you're
It's sort of
creating like a curve. Again, that
crossing-
figure, you've almost got the 9. You can
Yeah.
just see the 9
see it.
forming.
And where that wire crosses, where the loop wire
Yeah.
crosses, I take my cutters and I just go into that right here. You see, go
Yeah.
into that loop right there and snip.
Oh, you are
And there's-
literally not wasting
And
anything.
I haven't wasted any wire at all.
At all.
Okay, so I do that with these and pearls, and I think I've got on this design, I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a golden obsidian on each side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pearls on each side. So you would need 10 obsidian and 8 pearls done.
Okay,
from
that's
that-
for the whole neckline
for the whole
piece, isn't it?
necklace.
What kind of length is that? I'm going to say it's probably a 16 to 17 drop, is it?
I say 17. I
17,
think, yeah.
right, okay. So it's for a 17-inch. And for those of you who are just learning about jewellery drops and jewellery lengths, 17 sits around, well, pretty much optimum
Just
neckline
down your
piece.
collar.
Yeah.
Just below your collarbone. I'd
They
say.
normally call it in the jewellery industry the princess drop, because it highlights the collarbone, which then highlights the shoulders, which highlights the neck, so it gives you posture, apparently. Doesn't work with me, and I've tried it for years. I'm still not a princess. I mean, he went and married that Catherine, didn't he?
No, what can you do?
I mean, honestly, how dare he?
I think you'd have had to fight Lucy for him anyway.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd gone for the younger version.
Yeah,
I'll
I think
have Harry.
I would have gone.
Oh, Harry. Oh, Harry. Do you reckon he'd be like that? No, not a chance. Right then, so that's number 1.
So that's number 1. Shall I do a pearl as well, or?
Well, I
It's
think
exactly the same technique.
I was going to say, I think in principle we've got technique,
Yeah.
and so now we know that's the first aspect, and now it's just up to you. Again, we're talking about making a 17-inch drop with using 10 of the obsidian, so that's 5 on each side, and then 4 of the pearls on each side. Exactly the same principle to make the links. So that's section number 1. So now you know how to make the chain. Now you know how to make that linking formation to create the length around the neckline. Next up, we're going to move on, not just yet, but we will move on shortly, and we're going to show you the clasp. Okay, so the next technique that we're going to go with, Gemma, is for the clasp, so you know how to finish off your jewellery making. All right, so that's technique number 1 of 3.
1 of 3.
1 of 3. And I will say to you, 1 and 2 we can show quite easily. 3, I'm sure you can appreciate, is going to take
A little bit more time. Surprisingly, the longest job in that making that is the links.
Is it?
Yes, because you have to make so many.
Yes.
There's nearly 20 links if you include the clasp, and it's just repetitive.
And do you normally do them all together? Do you just make all of the links first and then make the chain?
No, because I get bored,
Ah,
so I mix it up.
so you do link, make a chain, link,
Yeah.
make.
Yeah. Or at least I'll do an obsidian and a pearl, just to change, just to change it.
That's it.
Very
just to
fickle.
keep me entertained, I just make sure I just do it that way. Okay, so we have got, that's the first part, and as I say, the kit that that you've seen with the gold obsidian, we've had a lot of people asking, when's it coming up? I'm going to say about an hour's time, just so I can give you a rough timing. I know there's a lot of people who are busy on a Saturday morning and you're flicking in and out. If you are, first of all, we're going to miss you if you go away, but if you're coming back, come back in about an hour's time, and that's when we'll do the actual kit itself. But if you want to keep watching the technique, you need to keep on watching for the next hour or so to lead you through the rest of the techniques. Yeah, groovy. Groovy! Oh, that's from yesterday. That's from yesterday. Groovy, baby. Groovy. Okay, moving on. Right. We've got a bit of an offer. Now, we know that it's been very well received for us to do that early bird. I was thinking, what was the word I was trying to think of? The early bird was that fantastic bronze, wasn't it? Really well received, sold out. Actually, we know how well received that is, that we've decided to kind of stick with that idea, and we've been given a bit of a special offer. Now, we did yesterday get into trouble for doing the price tag on that wire. Today, I think the bosses have kind of what's the word? Is it submissive? When they've kind of accepted the fact that they're not going to win on this one. If we can do something for £2.45, we will. Now, because of that, they've surrendered. That's the word. They've surrendered to the fact, and we have been given authorization to do another special offer. Because if you've got the wire, we want to give you another offer. Take a look at this. Just look at this. Wow. Wow. I like these. This is our copper bead assorted set with 54 e-coated brushed pieces. Now, e-coating being that it's hypoallergenic, meaning that it's scratch resistant, meaning that it won't just tarnish straight away. We have absolute authorization to say e-coating, probably one of the best ways to be able to create this effect and keep price down. So it's really, really good quality. And one of the biggest things about this, 54 pieces. 54 pieces. Now in total, that's a lot. That's going to go a long way. And for some of the pieces that we've already seen us make today, and some of the pieces that we know that are coming on, in particular, for those of you who got that fantastic, of which there were a lot of people who loved that offer at the very beginning of the morning, sold out at £2.45 for the antique wire. But the nice thing is, that would be a fantastic additional combination. It would look great. I mean, they just go so well together. One against there, the copper beading. Look at that. Can you see that? I mean, that just is, it's one of those where you go, well, there's no point in not, because I can tell you the price tag for these copper bead, you don't have to worry about it. You don't need to think, oh, there's a lot going on there. I'm not going to have the budget for that. I mean, I had the budget for the wire, but I don't think I've got the budget for that. Oh, don't you worry about that, because I promise you, you're probably thinking the price tag's up here, and my expectation the price tag was going to be up here, but I already know how low we're going to do. And I don't normally know the prices, but I do know the price on this one, because I it out of Deanna because I need to know how low we could go on this one. I really need to know how low we could go. And when she told me, I'm thrilled, genuinely thrilled. I mean, some of these, the size of them and the quality, the weight of them, amazing. Absolutely amazing quality. You've got here your marquees, brushed copper, they're 25 by 15. You've also got your beads, your copper beads, those are 15 mil. You've also got your marquees faceted beads, those ones are 16 by 14 millimeter. You've also got your brushed squares, those are the 12 mil. You've also got your smaller brushed detail, 10 mil, and you've got your 11 mil segmented beads. all for one price. All for one price. Look at them all. Look at them all. I like these a lot. Now again, I don't want Gemma to get all grumpy on me, but I am going to say, without any doubt, this is going to be one of those sensible purchases for those of you who like to make a little bit of jewellery that you like to sell on. If you are somebody who wants to buy for practicalities of getting great value for quantity, then I think this is something that you might be interested in. I've made a little flower there. You see that? Oh, I know, get me. Look at that, isn't that cute? So you've got your squares, your puffy squares, you've got your larger rounds, you've got your segmented rounds and your smaller rounds, you've got your faceted marquees, and then you've got your rounded marquees, ranging in size from 25 to 15 mil all the way down to 10 mil rounds. I mean, really great variety, really great opportunity, and the price tag, and I will promise you, this is an unbeatably good price. I genuinely don't think you're going to want to miss out on this one. Phenomenal quantity, phenomenal quality as well, and I think the weight of these you'll see instantly, and you'll feel instantly the quality. They're not light and flimsy-flamsy. This is quality. Copper beads, a sorted set, 54 brushed pieces, and your price tag, a phenomenal $17.95. See what I mean? That is good. 54 individual beads for just $17.95. And these are the types of beads that we've got to remember that you only need to use a couple, 3 or 4, to make a big impact to a piece of jewelry. And that's the point, isn't it? I mean, like that ring that we were talking about earlier on that you made for me, that was one bead, that was one stone, and I have had so many compliments about it. I mean, the reality is that you could do exactly the same principle with that wire, make up a lovely centerpiece as a piece of jewelry, like a nice centre stone for a ring. And I mean, genuinely, if you do sell your jewellery, well, you'll already have bought this if you sell jewellery, because you'll know the price tag we should be charging for this quantity.
Just think how much further your silver clay, if you copper clay would go as well. You don't have to make the beads yourself, you can just add them in.
That's it.
So,
and I have to say that absolutely, if you're into your copper clay, just like we've had silver clay art, we've got copper clay there. If you are into that, of course, we had Natalia in just a couple of weeks ago introducing that to you. This is a must-have. I mean, this is one of those where you've already probably bought it. $17.95 is all you pay. Hold those lines to confirm for me. Please don't hang up, because if you hang up, we won't ring you back and you'll miss out. We don't want you to miss out on this one. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Once you've dialed, please do press button 1, and that'll get you through to our call centre. Alternatively, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. And of course, don't forget, when you make your purchase with us, whether it's your first purchase or your 31st purchase, doesn't matter, you will get our JM Hub, which will tell you a little bit more about it. It's a little magazine that we have. It tells you all about the whys and wherefores of Jewellery Maker, getting you involved in us as a company. We are a family-run business, and because of that, we like to make sure that you know what's going on all the time. I don't think this is the right one. This is for June, so we'll have to make sure that we find out what's going on in July, don't we? Because it's now, how can it be 11th already? I know, it's incredible, isn't it? You also get, with your purchases from us, depending on where your purchases are, so say for example, your first purchase from us, you will get the first edition. In fact, let me find the first edition rather than showing you the third edition. The first edition of our gem books encyclopedia. Now, this will literally tell you all about your gemstones and all about the jewellery making. It'll also tell you not just about jewellery making, but the jewellery industry. It'll give you names. Oh, there you go, Amazonite. We did Amazonite, obviously, in the last kit, so that gives you an idea of, you'll learn a little bit more about your gemstones. Now, when you make your first purchase, you'll get letter A, and then onwards, and every third purchase from us, you'll get an extra book for your encyclopedia. So it literally is just a case of us hopefully giving you more knowledge, and the more knowledge you make, the right purchases you make as well, because we always think power and knowledge go hand in hand to make the right purchase for you. So with that in mind, those little encyclopedias come as part of your purchase from us. They're really and as I say, I have read through them. I know a couple of them have got like 2 editions. So C has got part 1 and part 2, because in the gem world there's quite a lot of C's. You know, if you think about all of the different gem types that sit under the C. And also we tell you a little bit more about techniques and things in there as well, so you'll learn a little bit more, not about jewellery making techniques, but techniques that are in the jewellery industry. $17.95. $17.95. I need to just move my head there, because coming up now is not R, it's rare. Rare strands. Rare strands coming your way now. Congratulations if you got that fantastic copper offer. I know there's a lot of people who will make the most of that price tag, $17.95. Right, rare strands. Can't say it unless they are, really, can we? Rare strands. Now, getting rarer by the moment here in our vaults, because we are getting so many people really looking to make a difference to their jewellery collection in a gem way, not just in jewellery making, but actually in a gemological way, trying to find pieces of gemstones that'll make a good look, but actually also make a really interesting gemstone to their collection. I've got a range of pieces, and I've got a range of opportunity. Let me start here, because one of the rare gemstones in our vaults, and lots of people not realise just how rare it is. I don't know whether we've got a cleaning cloth here, have we? We've got a cleaning cloth, guys. Yes. Do you have a cleaning cloth? Need to run and get one if that's possible. Not your t-shirt. Lint-free one. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous quality. I mean, it looks almost liquid-like, doesn't it? Claire, my director, goes, oh, I love that one, the green one with the purple stripe. And the interesting thing is Claire's attention's obviously been drawn into one gemstone, and yet my attention's been caught by another one. And Deanna, my producer, she's seen another piece that's interesting. See, the thing is that this is a strand that you'll never, ever be tired of looking at. And rarity is not just based on how hard it is to get hold of, it's based on how difficult it is to get hold of the species, and then the variety, and then to get the quality. So rarity is almost like 3-pronged. You know, it's not just about, oh, you know, you can't find this gemstone on the planet. You might be able to find it, but it's getting the quality and getting the variety, i.e. the colour or the phenomena or the transparency of the stone. And that's really what we've got to remember. Rarity is not just based on the difficulty of sourcing, because let's face it, everybody thinks that diamonds are rare, don't they? Do you know what? Diamonds are not as rare as we think they are. Diamonds are just really, 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 really popular. But they're not as rare. There's about 30 plus mines in the world, kimberlite mines, for diamonds. And so really, in reality, the rarity is not as rare as we think they are. Top quality diamonds, now that's where the rarity comes in. So that's what the differential is. Diamonds, yes, you can get hold of them. Different types of diamonds, because we've got to remember that diamonds are used in industry as well, because they're the hardest gemstone and the hardest mineral on the planet. They're used in industry, so they tip drills with diamonds. So they tip them because they can penetrate into pretty much most things and not break. So with that in mind, when you start to consider that, when you start to consider the rarity of something, it's not just based on how much and how abundant it is, or it isn't. Actually, it's about the quality of the stone itself, and that's what we've got to talk about. The variety that you're seeing here of fluorite, we're talking not just colour, we're talking transparency. And those are 2 of the 3 most important parts of a variation. The third part is a phenomena, so if it has like a cat's eye or a chatoyancy or something like that. So this is top colour, top clarity, and a really, really prestigious strand of fluorite that we're bringing you here. It is a multicolour strand where you get the variety of colours that range from the deepest of violets and richest of velvets to then the freshest of greens and the oceanic qualities of turquoise. It's a stone that gives you a delicacy of a soft baby pink and then a freshness of sunshine yellows. It's such a stunning strand, this one, and as I say, the rarity is not just based on how hard it is to get hold of the stone, but it's the difficulty of getting the stone at quality, and that's what this makes it out. So that's why this is a rare strand. We can get you fluorite, but we can't often get this distinction of quality to you. And that's why when we bring this offer in, it'll be first come, first served. Rare strand, a rare opportunity. We're going to go straight down on this one. We're going to get straight down on that price tag. No messing around for us today. We are bringing you here a fantastic offer. You've got your rainbow fluorite puffy squares. They're 8mm. I'm talking here nearly 200 carats in a strand of distinction, a strand of real quality. And your price tag for your rainbow fluorite puffy squares comes in at just £8.95. Wow. Well, wow. First come, first served on this one. Every single one individual, every single one has its own unique quality. And of course, we've talked about the range of colour. We've talked about the depth and the dynamic that you get from each stone. But each stone can obviously have each part of those colours in it. I mean, that one there, that's half of the green and half of the purple. It's almost like a bi-colour, a bit like an amethyst, which is an amethyst and a citrine. You've got the bi-colour quality of having one side green and one side purple on that one. So you do have that bi-colour quality, and by goodness, that's a good price. £8.95 is all you pay. 0800 644 655. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com for less than £9. Rainbow fluorite puffy squares at 8mm, nearly 200 carats, and make the most of that quality while we've got it. And as I say, you know, just when we start to talk about gemstones, and in particular, I think perhaps, and I don't mind admitting, until I started doing my accreditation, I think I underestimated the quality of our gemstones. Maybe I've got complacent at times about the quality of our gemstones. And then when I'm doing my research, when I've been doing my studying over the past few weeks and months, I've simply really gained that sense of pride for the company I work for and how hard they work to get you quality. That's what this is. That's what we've done. We've worked hard and we've got you the quality, and we've still managed to bring it to you for £8.95. An amazing price point, just to make the most of it while we've got it price point, really. Phenomenal opportunity. Bit of a queue on the lines, be patient. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can, around about a 60-second wait. But of course, it is a free phone number, so it's not like we're asking you to invest anything other than your time to hold those lines. Where am I going to go on to? Shall we go? I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to go on this one. I hope that's okay. When I see it, I've talked about it already today, and part of me just goes, yeah, well, I kind of have to just follow on from that. In the box set, I kind of harped on and on and on about one certain strand. Well, if you did get that box set, I think it's sold out now actually, but if you got the box set, just check this out. One of the rarer varieties of this stone. Certainly one of our most popular, and yet I can't remember the last time I brought it to you. Red tiger's eye. And you know what you might have noticed, and this is something that you might have noticed, and perhaps even between yourselves, you might have noticed that sometimes we have a certain influx of a certain type of stone. You might sometimes notice that we'll have tiger's eye. So I could say to you, probably about 5 or 6 months ago, I was presenting to you blue tiger's eye, red tiger's eye, orange tiger's eye, and yellow tiger. I could get hold of tiger. Do you want to know why that happens? It's Mother Nature. And it literally is how it works. She's in control. We manage to get a source. We manage to get a deal or a bundle or an offer. And when we've got that bundle, when we've got that offer, that's it. It's ours. Now, we might go back and say 2 weeks later, we want that same bundle, or we want just as much of that. And we're going to be turned around and say, well, you want it, but we can't source that. We can't get hold of it. You know, it's different if you're buying from synthetics, because synthetics, you're literally walking in. I want this colour green and I want this colour purple and I want this kind of synthetic. That's different because that's stamped out by a machine and that's mass produced. That's not how Mother Nature works. So really, just like 6 months ago when I was bringing you tiger's eye, that was a source that we could get hold of, that's a deal that we got, and that's just how it works. Now, this is it. I mean, this is literally the first time I presented to you red tiger's eye for probably around about 3 or 4 months. So that gives you an idea of how difficult it is to really keep a fluid opportunity for you to get rarity for your strands. And I know sometimes you might watch us and you'll go, oh, look, they're bringing more of this and they're bringing more of that. It's Mother Nature who's controlling our stock list, not us. So when you see something, and I will say this, when you see something, buy it while we've got it, because there's not every chance that I'll be able to do it. I know that I did some fantastic black spinel the other day over on our sister channel, Gems TV, and the simple facts are that the black spinel that I had an amazing stock, and the stock's now gone, and I've just been told that we won't get that in again. But that's not our control. We want more, we just can't source it. You know, we just can't get hold of it. Certainly in that carat weight, certainly in that quality. If we could, we would. You know, you just got to know that if we can get hold of it, we will, but we haven't got control of the time span that it takes us to get it. And that's something that I will highlight with this. Your red tiger's eye, some of the last pieces that I've certainly presented in the past 3 or 4 months. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I can't believe that we've got any more of this coming through. I certainly know, according to our, our stock supplies recently, Tiger's Eye is just one of those that's a really hard stone. It's also, it's also based on cultural requirements. There's a lot of places that really see Tiger's Eye as a cultural benefit to their jewellery, and therefore we're competing with other people in other countries that want this stone and are prepared to pay a higher price for it. Again, we've got to remember the rarity of this stone is not just about what we see in it, it's what other places are prepared to see in it and require and buy for it. Having said all that, our price is fairly phenomenal on this one. So with that in mind, you've got your red tiger's eye, some of the finest chatoyancy, the cat's eye effect, the plain rounds, but there's nothing plain about these, that's for sure. That is a 10mm design, 10mm design in each one of those beads, and your price tag. Oh! No! Deanna, she's just gone, I know. It's good, right? Literally, she's there like basking in the glory of that price. Genuinely, I wish we could have had a camera. She just went like that. I know. It's good, isn't it? $7.95. If she does say so herself, it's a great price tag. $7.95. Careful, she might not be able to get through the door if she keeps on doing prices like that. Her head will be growing that way. I'm good, aren't I? I'm good at these prices. There's 270 carats of red tiger's eye, plain rounds. She says if she does say so herself, she's just really good at what she does. $7.95. That's it, blow your order. To be honest, Deanna, I absolutely agree. 100%, doll. I genuinely, with the hard work you put in, I always say hard work is rewarded, and that's certainly the case, doll. £7.95, $7.95. I got all serious there, didn't I? I got all very motherly and went, I'm really proud of you, Deanna. I'm really proud of you. $7.95. $7.95. Oh, the lines do confirm. 0800 644 5 is the number to dial. Red tiger's eye, as I say, you've got to remember the rarity is quite specific. When we talk about Mother Nature, we know that all stones are really difficult to get a hold of, some more than others. Very limited stock now. Hold the lines to confirm. I'm going to move straight on. Can I move on to one more? Am I allowed or not? Yeah? See, part of me wants to just do that deal, and you know what deal I'm talking about. That deal. I like that deal. If you like the sound of that, you're gonna love the price tag, because that's a lot of something. Can you hear that in the car? Yeah, can you hear that in my microphone, can't you? Okay. If you like the sound of how much there is in one box, and it's a box, right? Ooh. Oh, I nearly showed you there. If you like the sound of how many there is, I'll tell you now that the price tag has literally had me laughing before we came to air. I was literally guffawing at all of this for one price. Okay, I'm not going to do it yet. I know. Okay, I'm going to do one more offer though, eh? Let's do this one. Let's do this one, because this is one of our top sellers at the moment. Now again, let's just talk about what's going on in our company. So as I say, we are the Genuine Gemstone Company. It's a family-run business. We have Steve and Sarah at the top of the the chain, the top of the tree. Steve and Sarah, husband and wife team. Steve is the buyer of gemstones, Sarah is the designer, and they kind of work hand in hand. Going down the family tree, you'll know Sheila. Sheila is Sarah's mum, so you'll know her. You know Linda is her auntie, and there's kind of that kind of, you know, there's some kind of connection going through the whole of. Paula is the sister-in-law. Paula's our boss, so you know that literally it is a family-run business. The top of the tree, all the way down, actually. You know, Matt, who is now Steve, who's you know, at the top of the tree. He's just come back and he's got his gemology accreditation, so he's very much in the business of training and things like that. So it is a family-run business all the way through. And then, you know, one of the biggest things about working for a company like this is that they kind of reflect my beliefs. And I've just said it, and I'll say it again. I always think that hard work pays off. And one of the biggest things that I'll always say is that you always want to see people above you working just as hard as you are, and they do. And this is something that I'll say with this strand, I know they've worked really hard to get you. Rutile quartz is one of our big sellers at the moment, not just on Jewellery Maker, but across the board. In our sister channel, Gems TV and Gems TV Extra, we cannot get enough of it. Literally, we cannot get enough of it. Steve's gone out specifically trying to get rutile quartz. He's flown out to Madagascar, he's flown out, he went over to India and China a couple of weeks ago, see if we can get some more of it, because we know the demand's there, so we're trying our best to get hold of it for you. So this strand here is almost the result of the hard work. It's the result of somebody saying, okay, we know we can't get hold of it, but let's just try another avenue. Let's just try getting hold of this some other. This is a big rutile quartz offer though, because normally rutile quartz comes in the smaller sizes, done at around the 8mm, 10mm if you're lucky. Not here. Take a look at this. And I'm going to give you one really exciting fact. The price tag on this, less than £10. I'm just going to put that there so you can pick up the phones early, because I told you at the very beginning when we did that fantastic early bird, I said you need to pick up the phone early, didn't I? Well, I'm going to say it now, and I said I won't say it very often, but when I say it, please believe me, you'll need to pick up the phone early on this one. Rutile quartz is going less than £10. Less than £10. Okay, fastest fingers to confirm on this one. A fantastic quality of your rutile quartz. Rutile is rutilations are tiny little splinters, almost like needle-like inclusions. All gemstones having some type of inclusion, even diamonds, and even flawless diamonds are allowed to have some type of inclusion in them, as long as they don't disturb the transparency. And yet here you are, you've got that rutile inclusion, which you want in this stone. You want to have that index of internal texture. Those rutile splinters are absolutely extraordinary. Some of them more so than others. Some of them got the lighter freshness about them, and then others really dry. I mean, look at that one. Look at those little rutile textures. Clarity characteristics like this are a bonus. They're not a negative, they are a bonus to a strand. This is big. This is big opportunity. The size of these coins are 20mm. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to pick up the phone before we drop the price. First come, first served on this one. I've told you it's going to be well received. It's going less than £10. Phenomenal. 370 carats of rutiled quartz for £9.95. Thanks. I've got people holding on the line. Thank you for knowing that. We knew we were going to go under a tenner. You were happy with that and you picked up the phone early. Make sure when you see something that you want today that you're dialing early. Or of course, joining us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. We don't mind how you do it. We just don't want you to miss out on these offers. Rutile quartz, or rutilated quartz as it perhaps is known, £9.95 is all you pay. Fantastic strand. But you do have that dynamic of colour as well as internal beauty. £9.95. An amazing look. An amazing look. A fantastic opportunity. An amazing look. £9.95. You can see here, £9.95. Lines to confirm 0800 644 655. Hold those lines. Got a lot of people on those lines still to confirm on that one. Less than £10 for 370 carats of one of our big gemstones of the moment. And as I say, we're working hard to get you more of that, but I can't guarantee when it's going to come through. I know that Steve, as I say, went out just a couple of weeks ago, as did Paula. You know, Paula is one of our Jewellery Maker buyers as well, and she went out a couple of weeks ago to try and do. Hannah did as well. They're all going off on their exploits. I just think that we should have some kind of, you know, road trip. Where shall we go? Where do you fancy? Madagascar's quite a cool place to go to, because we could do the stone thing, and then we could also do like the monkey thing. This year. Yeah, Madagascar, known as the Monkey Island.
Like swing through.
Have you never been to Madagascar? I went to Madagascar years ago, probably about 13 or 14 years ago now. Yeah, known as literally it's just incredible. Yeah, it's a really exciting place. Let's go to Madagascar. Jewellery Maker does Madagascar. JM does the mad. JM goes mad. Ha! All right.
No, it's good. It was good. It was good. I was just slow. Brilliant.
I like your sarcasm. Right then.
Sorry.
Next section is
Next section.
clasp.
The clasp.
Yes, let's do it.
We've done the chainy bit.
And now we're doing the clasp. And this is something that will really come in handy for a lot of our jewellery makers who work with wire. And I know there's a lot of people who often say, you know, I've done the wire work, but I still have to use the clasps that we provide.
Yeah.
But actually, this is the way to create a clasp that really, it's your creativity, isn't it? It's your creation.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, this is a little more intricate than a standard hook clasp, which I think I demonstrated last time I was on.
Okay.
So I've just added, because of the luxury of the piece, I wanted the clasp to be a little bit more luxurious as well.
Fair dues. Yeah, that's fair
Okay.
dues. Okay,
So what I've done is got a basic hook and a basic eye on, but included in that is a bead, one of the beads. So I've used a little pearl on each side.
Oh, goodness. So have you
and you can, if I roll it round, you can see that the pearl's wrapped into the clasp.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do that quickly now.
Fabulous. Thank you.
So to give it extra sturdy, I've doubled the wire for this piece.
Okay.
So we don't need too much, and I will waste some on this one.
You'll give that to yourself.
yeah,
I'll waste
let
some
my
on this
stuff
one.
do that. I've got about 20 centimetres there. That I won't need that much, but it's nice again to have something to pull on.
Okay.
And I'll bend that in the middle. Bend that in the middle there. And I want this bend here, this arc to be tight. So I want it to be almost act as if it's one piece of wire. So I'm going to squeeze that there. With your pliers. Okay, so I've squeezed it so it's nice that the two wires are running parallel to each other.
Yeah.
Then round those pliers, right onto the end, and this is going to make a little decorative scroll on the end of the hook. So
yes.
you're going to go right onto the end and roll that round, roll the wire, roll your wrist or however you find it easier. So we've just made a little, just like that little number 9 that we had earlier.
Yes,
again.
we're back to the number 9, aren't we?
Okay. So then we've done that little scroll then in one direction, and we now want to make the hook go bend in the other direction to that. So right at the bottom of the jewels of my round nose pliers, where they're the thickest, I'll go in about 1.5 centimetres along the two lengths of wire and push with my thumb around the pliers. Okay?
Yeah.
So now we've got a hook.
Again, you've been quite tense with it. You know, you are giving like some kind of tension to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not doing it gently. You
No.
have got a little bit. I can see you just giving a little bit of force to it.
Yeah, no, it's you've got to control the wire. So you're in charge of it. You do have to pull it around and manipulate it.
Okay.
Okay, so now I've got my hook. I'm going to make, just so that the hook sort of it sits at a nice angle so that it's easy to put on. What I do is I put my pliers, my flat nose pliers in just around where the little loop meets the two wires.
Yeah.
And I just push that loop backward, the hook back, just so that it gives it a little crook, you see?
Yeah. Almost like a shepherd's hook.
Like a shepherd's hook.
crook. Even,
yeah,
you know.
crook. Yeah, that's it. So now I'm going to hold that firm where I've bent it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to split these two wires. One of these wires is going to go through the bead,
Yes.
and one's going to do the wrapping. So I'm going to pull one of these wires out at a 45-degree angle. You might have to fiddle with this bit to get it to go. Okay. So we've got this one out, and I'm going to start a wrap with that one. So I'm going to wrap it round the wire that I left just once. Wrap it round, pushing it round.
Yeah.
There we go, we've just got one wrap there.
Yeah.
Then I take a pearl and thread on the pearl.
Gosh, it's good that the thickness of the wire, the pearls still allow it, because normally the pearls are smaller, aren't they? So that's really good with this kit.
Some you'll find you'll need to, you know, fiddle with or put your reamer through, but most of them will go through fine.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we've got a pearl on, and now, as with the chain that we made earlier, we're just going to do an eye loop on this side.
Okay.
But we want to leave a bit of a neck. Okay, a bit of a neck.
Okay.
So instead of doing the loop right up to the pearl there, we'll make a 45-degree angle, so we've got a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
That just gives us enough room to wrap the wire around.
All right.
Okay. So pliers back in, onto that, right onto the edge of that 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
And then either pull your wire around or twist your wrist, whichever you find best to make that loop, that eye loop.
So that's the eye loop that we did earlier on for the links. Yeah?
That's right. It's exactly the same. And I'm going to cut that piece off now. Cut that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got a little eye loop. I never worry about closing my loops until the end, because you know you might want to open this one anyway.
I noticed that you don't close yours at all. You just worry about that once you're finishing touches.
When you're linking them together, you'll find that your first loop that you make will stay closed, and the second loop you make will be slightly open, and that works great because then you just link them together, close them up after.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our pearl on, and we've got our little eye loop. And now what I'm going to do is take this wire, the sticky outey wire that you've got left over, wrap it round.
And is that on the neck? Are you doing that on the neck? Or is that on the other side of the...
We're going to take it over the bead.
Ah, right, okay,
so
sorry.
I've wrapped it on the hook end. And now I'm going to pull it round, and you might need to, you know, hold it in place over the bead whilst you do this. Just put it round once and then wrap around the neck.
Now we're on the neck. Now I see, yeah.
Okay, and then once you've got it wrapped a few times, and you see why you needed the neck now.
Yes, totally.
Okay, then trim it off. Oh, you shot Jack then. And then tuck in your wires. Always tuck those in nice and neatly. And there you go. You've got.
Wow.
See, if it was me at home, I would make this hook a little. I'd make the loop a little wider or shorter. I think it's shorter. There you go. But that works nicely.
That's dead clever.
So that's a decorative hook.
That is so clever. So that's with a double, with like and a bit stronger probably.
Yeah, it will definitely be stronger. And it's the same on the other side. Do you want me to show you how to make the hoop?
Let me show you there.
You need a very technical piece of equipment called a pen.
Oh.
Or biro, or
I was going to say
something.
Not in this building. Are you? You'd be lucky. There's always a fight up in our production room for pens. You got a pen? Yes, but I've got my name on it.
I've got a million pens, but whenever you're on the phone and you need one,
yeah, always,
you can't find one.
Or do you find that I've got a million pens, but none of them work when you need them to? Yeah. Always. Or a pencil that never has a head on it.
Yeah, you end up etching into.
Always. Yeah. Always. Not just me then.
Okay, I'll cover the thing. So we want to make a loop for our hook to go through.
Okay.
So again, we're going to take you know, a length of wire, and approximately halfway push the wire around the pen. There. Okay. Take one of the pieces of wire and bend it down. You can use your pliers, or if you've got tough nails like me, you can use your nails. Bend it down so you've got, take that out, you've got a lollipop, but a rather large one.
Shirley Temple.
A Shirley Temple, but a rather large, that sounds, got a large Shirley Temple. I'm not sure we
sounds really wrong. In my mind, of sort of, yeah. Let's not use it.
We won't coin that phrase again.
That's still my fancy to.
Can we have a break after?
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so you've got that lollipop, yes?
You've got the lollipop. And I've wrapped the wire around once, just like you're doing a wrap loop. Now, I'll try and stay professional, even if you can't manage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so I've wrapped it round once,
on,
just like I did when I did the hook.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so at this phase. Now I'm going to thread on a pearl as I did with the other one.
Yeah. Are you going to say the same principle then
Exactly
of the
the
wrap?
same.
Okay.
Exactly
So
the
the
same.
same with leaving the neck, leaving the...
Yeah, the only difference here was making the
hook,
eye, which is a lot
eye.
easier. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, leave a neck, leave a bit of a gap before you do the loop,
Yeah.
and make your eye on the top, and the end. Okay. Cut that one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take. I find to keep the shape in the hoops,
Yeah.
when I make the loop sections, I hold them with my pliers. If you hold them with your fingers, they tend to sort of move or go out of shape, but if you hold them with your pliers, they'll keep that nice round shape.
Okay.
Then again, wrap. And you're
Again,
gonna-
give that tension as I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
get
you're
really interesting to see how
pulling
much
it
tension
round.
you're giving it.
So I'm going to keep my hand on the bead. Now, I'm quite dexterous because I'm doing this all the time, so I can use, one hand and push that round, but you'll find a way that it works best for you, to get that wire around the bead.
Yeah.
And there you go, you've got it around the bead. Now just secure it by wrapping it a couple of times around the neck. Okay, and that's that. There's your loop. And snip off your excess wire. And again, don't forget to tuck in the ends. If you've got any jaggedy ones, just get a nail file on them and that'll sort them out. A hook and an eye. Okay. Oh,
Fantastic.
there you go.
Fantastic. So that is now the main body of the necklace.
Yep.
Now we're just going to go for the centerpiece. Before we do that, I'm going to say, for those of you who have already said, when's this kit coming up? And I did say to you about an hour ago that we were going to do it in an hour. We're going to do it now. Okay, so we are going to bring you straight after the break. We're going for a break. We're gonna have the final part of the technique, so that you can get this fantastic finished article. You can create this piece of jewelry almost like for like, really, if you want to, because we are going to give you the kit with the ingredients. So with that in mind, keep watching. We've got lots going on. I know we've talked quite a lot about business and certainly a lot about of how you create really good value for money jewellery from our ingredients. We do have a course that runs alongside us here at Jewellery Maker. It is a business course that takes you into the wonderful world of how do you sell your jewellery. So let's just learn a little bit more about that in the break, and then we'll come back and we'll do the final part of the technique.
Do you make jewellery as a hobby? Would you like to learn key skills to help you successfully market and sell your handmade jewellery? We are working with Angela Edwards, who is an experienced jewellery maker as well as a small business trainer, to bring you the perfect course to help develop basic business skills. The full course includes how to create a business plan to successfully sell your products, how to access current and potential customers, how to identify and profile your target market, how to generate leads to secure current and future sales, how to use online social networking to your advantage, and key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For information about dates and to reserve your place, please contact 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
I'm an outdoor girl, aren't I? Lots of wind.
I'm going to be your presenter on The Late Show.
Look at that.
And I give good hugs.
A celebrity impression.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh, I do a good Montgomery Burns.
I like doing Cilla Black.
Smithers! Life is full of surprises. Hatchet face.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get out!
Get away from me, that camera's too close.
Get it now in your basket and check out!
Favourite sayings. Now, Rod Jinks keeps stealing these.
We go Lolo, Buffalo,
There's been words, but he doesn't listen.
Holy Guacamole as well.
Love cakes.
What do you mean, is that the best? Did you say, is that the best you've got?
Bourgeois.
Yeah, it is.
Just comes out of my mouth, you know.
You know, Jewellery Maker, look at the set, it's absolutely amazing. Favourite biscuit?
A Rocky Robin.
Chocolate hobnob.
Is that a biscuit or a chocolate bar, though? There's controversy there.
Yeah.
Our Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about premium delivery service.
This obsidian is just extraordinary. This obsidian is just out of this world. Honestly, I'm not surprised that you've had kittens about this kit.
Oh, I've absolutely loved it. It's been my favourite ever kit to work with. Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
It is amazing. I mean, seriously, that obsidian, and just for those of you who've been watching, and I know I've had loads of people asking, what am I wearing? Take a look at this. This is part of the kit as well. So not only are we taking you through that fantastic design from start to finish that Gemma's made, she's also made from this kit this fantastic slave cuff. Slave cuff?
Slave bracelet.
Bracelet. See, it's kind of like a hand bracelet more than just a
yeah,
isn't it?
But it incorporates a ring and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A ring, a bracelet, a cuff design. It's everything, isn't it? Really, really fashionable, and this is part of the kit as well. This is part of all of the ingredients and everything that you've seen that Gemma's made from. Oh my gosh!
There's more.
Sorry, but I'm just watching Gem setting up this. I didn't know that she'd made quite so. I honestly thought you'd made that necklace and this.
No, there's no.
Oh my gosh! I genuinely, I promise you, I thought that all you'd made was the necklace and the handcuff or the bracelet.
No, it goes on and on. It was just so lovely to work with, and I have lots left.
Really?
Yeah, it's not completely finished. I'll try and show you sort of roughly how much I've got left.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That necklace.
Another one.
Wow. Wow. Gosh. I mean, honestly, I thought that you were going to have the chance to have that necklace that we talked you through, and I thought that's a lot of. So for the last kit, we had 13 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of this. But I mean, this is not just gem heavy. This is gemtastic heavy.
Yeah, I'd say this is sort of high-end look.
Definitely. It's certainly with the obsidian, with the golden obsidian, there's no other way you could describe it other than top end, because heck, if you went through our inventory of gemstones, there wouldn't be many that competed with this type of luxury, and certainly with this type of demand. No. Just to say the word golden obsidian, many of our buyers out there will probably all be already on the phones. By us mentioning it at the very beginning, there is queues on the lines already, and I haven't even told you about what we've got else within this kit other than the golden obsidian. And I know there's a lot of respect for you, Gemma, and I know there's a lot of our buyers who watch us regularly who will always say that actually in principle, to hear from your behalf about the quality of the gemstones. Because I think a lot of people go, well, Vix would say that because that's her job, and I get that. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm really passionate about our gemstones because of my experience of working for a company that brings quality gemstones. But on Gem's behalf, she's a jewellery designer. Part of her business is to make jewellery that sells. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in business. You know, the simple facts are is this golden obsidian has really rocked your boat, really, hasn't it?
I know I could sell every piece on this table, you know, without a doubt. I just know I could. It's exactly what sells. For me.
Isn't that interesting? And in particular, when you start to look at the design like that we started to go through, but then taking this, it's almost inspired you to do variety, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's really given you the chance to explore different types of looks, where you've gone for the cord in one look with that feature pendant. The guys, right at the one on the white bust, can you see almost totally the exact opposite to the piece that we've been demonstrating on before, because that was very elaborate, whereas this one is a little bit more simple, a little bit more of a symbol. Amazing. And then the flower one as well. You can almost see that Gem's really enjoyed it, can't you? You know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amazing pieces of jewellery, and then the earrings are almost just an added bonus, really, aren't they?
Yeah, you wouldn't expect to get, I think, from a very, I keep saying high-end, from a very high-end kit, you would expect not to get so many pieces. I know ones I've worked with here before, you make one statement piece, and really you've only got the odd gems left to make rings or a few earrings. But with this one, you've got, I'd say 4, you have got 4 statement pieces with
5 actually.
5 with coordinating earrings or accessories, yeah.
Absolutely. It's exceptional I honestly thought that this kit was going to be bringing you, and like Jem said, and that's probably based on my experiences, is that our high-end kits are normally one statement neckline piece and then 1 or 2 extra pieces to go alongside it. Not here. I mean, this is a high-end kit, but where really you've got at least 5 pieces that are highly sought after and high-grade designs. You know, that's incredible. Oh, this is exciting. And actually now when I look at it like this, now I get why you can make so much, because there is a lot of ingredients going on here, a lot and lots. And let's just go straight to the stone of, I know of Gemma's choice. This is obsidian, and this is the type of stone that I've got to keep saying to you. It'll look okay, it'll look great on camera, it's going to look nothing as good unless you get it home. This is the type of piece that until you get it home, our cameras will never do this stone justice. Obsidian's makeup, the way that it actually forms, our cameras will never pick up the true magnificence. Let's just see what it can pick up. That's amazing, isn't it? Now sometimes from one angle, and often our cameras can only pick up the darker parts of the stone, the obsidian is so deep, but actually our cameras are doing quite well. Just when I said our cameras don't normally pick up, actually they've done quite well. Maybe I need to tell our cameras that they're rubbish more often, and then they'll pick up the game. Look at this. Look at that, that's incredible. That's just one, I will just highlight, they all do that. They all have that quality about them. They all have that amazing, reflective, look at that. Oh my gosh, they're good. Seriously, seriously good. And it's literally like you've got little pieces of gold, isn't it? It's like little flecks of gold, but not like flecks of gold like in lapis lazuli. It's not like big, because they're bigger.
It's like
these
dust.
are almost.
And because it's dust, it's like they've got depth.
Oh,
like
exactly.
looking in, you know, when it's a really, really clear night, and you not only see the main stars, you see the depth.
Clusterings.
That's what it's like inside those. There's depth. They're beautiful.
I guess in some ways we would call it a cloud, you know, in technical terms of gemstone formation, you'd call little inclusions like this a cloud.
Oh, would you?
Because it's like kind of tiny pinpoints and tiny little needles, and they're almost, you wouldn't see them unless you were like 10 times magnified, because that's when they get really minute. But put them together, keep them close together like this, then you see them, because they give you that, like you say, like that glittering or that like pixie dust type of feel about it.
It's not glitter, is it? It's finer than that.
Yes, it's exquisite.
It is.
And again, this is something that I'll talk about and I'll show you, but until you get them home, it's almost for you to find your own words or your own appreciation of this stone. I can tell you about it and I can show you it, but I really want you to get this one home. Just like with the tiger's eye earlier on, I went, you know, look, I can see the quality, I want you to experience it. I'll say exactly the same again. I want you to experience the golden obsidian quality here. It is an absolutely fantastic strand. It's called Gold Mine, this jewelry kit, and this is, well, you have struck gold with this one, no doubt about it. We have struck gold. Look at the quality of that obsidian. obscenely beautiful. You've got your golden obsidian, faceted puffy ovals, 14 by 10 millimeter. That's your center strand. I mean, that, I guess, for many people would be the focal point. But the thing is with this kit, there is so much else to talk about, so much more to talk about in terms of qualities. I mean, I'm going to introduce these two hand in hand because I think really the dynamic of these all together, they do work so exceptionally well. Just remind you that, you know, for Gemma's length of time that she's worked here, she's saying this is her favourite kit ever that she's worked with. Half the stock, so how can half the stock be already gone when I haven't done the... It's that, isn't it? We've put the cord up in the back, plasma, and half the kits have gone because people love it so much. And everybody, I think, has obviously fallen in love with that design, loving going through the design to be able to make it themselves. Half the... I know!
Facebook, because they all flood in. It's lovely. And I can't wait to see
Please
this
do
one.
that.
Yeah.
That'd be lush for us to be able to see that. That would be really, really lovely to think that, you know, because I really like us doing that. Every so often we'll make sure that if there is a design where we know you'd want to see the start to finish of it, then we'll do it. We'll, you know, we'll make sure that we take you through all of the technique. And I know there's a lot of people who have seen that design gone, yeah, well, I'll get the kit because that's what the look I want. And then you can see how much more jewellery you can make outside of that kit, of that one necklace. You can see that there's more to this kit than just that one necklace or just that one design that you've created for actually really easy to wear.
Yeah, you'd think they would.
Because you know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I am the non-flouncy and I have to wear jewellery that's incredibly practical. And yet for me, this is really, really wearable. Really, okay, there are queues on the phone lines and I haven't even... Do we need to get down on the price on this one? I think I probably do. Okay, I'm going to tell you the price and then I'm going to carry on with everything else that you get. Is that all right? Because I've done you the strands and I know you want it. I want to give you the price tag so that everybody has the equal chance. Oh, there's a phone call in from the call centre. Is my husband on the phone? Because this happened yesterday. And when the call centre rang, it was that he was buying me a diamond ring. No? Oh.
Somebody buy me a diamond ring.
Yeah. Do you want to know the truth? It's actually the call centre saying, could you get on with the pricing, please? Because there's a lot of queues and people want to know how much they're paying. A gorgeous, gorgeous look. I mean, absolutely. Okay, there's a lot of conversation going on right now. We've made a decision on this one. We've made it. Right, okay. I'm just going to explain what's happening in my ear right now. There's a lot of conversation going on the price and your price tag. All I'm going to say now is that you cannot expect us to do this again. Please appreciate that we are not going to be able to do this again on the price. I cannot believe we're going to do it anyway. So when we do it now, please understand this is going to happen probably once. This is like one of those promotional events. It's one of those occasions when we say, I've got phone lines and I've got literally call centre saying, get on with the price fix, so get on. Okay, but you've got to know this is happening now. It's not going to happen again. I can't believe we'll be able to honour a price like this again. Please know, this is ridiculous. $29.95.
That's...
$29.95. This is an unheard of opportunity. I haven't even told you what else is going on with it. I haven't even told you how. Okay, so you've got your strands. They've got queues on the lines. Be patient. But what else are you getting? Okay, so you're going to get the wire now. You got the wire earlier on, so you've just got basically double the wire, which is quite good, really, when you consider.
That's 0.1. So it's a slightly different gauge.
Ah.
Slightly stronger.
Slightly stronger than the 0.8 that we did earlier on.
Yeah.
That's quite good because then you could mix them up, I presume. Oh, fantastic. Just say 0.8 on our graphics though, I think.
The one I
Yeah.
got through was a 0.1.
Ah, so it's a 0.8, I think, that we're giving you. Yeah, we'll double check it, but I'm almost positive that this is a 0.8 actually that we've got in the kit. Plus on top of that, you're also getting, oh, stay there now, stay there. All right then. Oh, you cheeky lot. Look at this. Look at this. You're looking here at 5 meters of your 1 meter length bronze satin cord. Okay, I have got lots of people on the phone lines and not enough stock to go around. I'm sorry if you miss out on this. I'm really sorry if you miss out on this. $29.95 is the price you're paying. I can only apologise that we just don't have enough to go around on this one. Congratulations. Or as you've got to remember that people buy on the web and they often sometimes forget to check out, and if they don't check out, then it means that it comes back into our vaults. Some people put 2 in the basket and then they only want 1, and so things do happen like that. So it's always worth keep checking with our call centre. If you want this kit and it's outside of this, and then we've just told you, I'm ever so sorry, it's now sold out. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like it when we sell out like that and people are missing out. I apologise. I really wish we had more to give you, but we don't. I really wish we had more. I haven't even told you the findings, have I? You've got your gold-plated findings as well. They're copper gold-plated findings, 100 pieces of those, including a metre of your chain. Plus you're also getting, with this kit, as I say, there's 5 meters, 1 metre of the cord, and also these fantastic additions. It's out of stock. It's out of stock now. I'm ever so sorry about that. If you've got a phone in your hands, you need to put it down. Deanna would like to say that she really does apologise if you miss out on that one. She really does say that we take note of the fact that you would like more of this type of pricing and more of this type of design of kit. We'll do our very, very best to do so. $29.95 is all you pay. $29.95. That's an amazing, that's a great price tag, less than £30. Congratulations. Congratulations on that, honestly. I mean, that's why you tune in. Oh, hello. That's why you tune in, isn't it? It's why, that's why everybody watches Jewellery Maker.
It is a great
because of
price.
offers like this. And the thing is that now you've got it, and if you haven't, I'm sorry, and you do need to hang up your phone lines if you've got a phone in your hand now. It is sold out. I apologise about that, and as I say, do make sure that you know, you come back to us, and maybe in out of an hour's time, some people do put them into the basket, and then if it comes back into the vaults, you might get that last 1 or 2 that we'll have left in stock. So, yeah, definitely worth doing that. Apologies. Last section then.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
last
go
section
it.
for us, please. And you've said that you'll be able to show us the potential of this, and then really just follow, and I presume on we'll put it on our Facebook site and everything like that, so you'll be able to see the final detail of how you've formed yours. So
Okay. I think what's most useful is, because I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've actually used 1 piece of wire to do that whole section.
Wow.
But on here, I would probably poke you in the eye, and maybe even Jack over there in the eye with it.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use a smaller piece, which you might prefer, and then I'll show you how to link another piece in. Okay, so I think that's probably going to be most useful for everybody.
Fair dues, yeah, fair dues.
Okay, so start off with 1 long piece of wire. And like you said, this is actually a 0.8. I was wrong, it was not a 0.1.
Right, okay, and you do get a 0.8 with this, so that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so put my round nose pliers in, and I'm making some little hoops which are going to attach.
Are you going to do the spirals, are you?
I'm not going to do the spirals, I'm just going to do the...
Oh, I see.
The spiral is attached sort of...
Oh, I didn't realise.
end, yeah.
Can you see? Let me take this off, guys, and let me just so we can get a real close-up of this, because I hadn't realised this.
Yeah, I better talk through that, hadn't I?
Yeah, because I don't think I'd realised. So you've basically made this as it is like a pendant, it's like a total separate entity, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And this section that you're seeing now, so the pendant then, as if we call it that, the centrepiece, just has 2 eyelets.
Just like we've done with the connectors, yeah.
Yeah, on each either side, or if you're making a pendant, you just do it on the top, or you know. And then this last connector, I've showed you how to do the open loop.
Yeah, the eye
connectors.
Yeah.
And instead of doing a loop on on the last obsidian that meets the actual centerpiece, I've just made a hook almost, and then a spiral. So instead of doing a loop, an eyelet, an eye on one end of the obsidian, I've done a hook. If you turn that back,
Which way do you want me to
that's
turn
it,
it?
like
There,
that.
like that?
Just roll it slightly. You can see there's a hook shape.
Yeah, you can.
I always go the opposite way on these cameras. There's a hook shape, and then the end I've done in a spiral.
And spirals are quite, you know, for those of you who have not done spirals before, that's in the first handbook with us. We do send out a free tutorial booklet with your first purchase with us, so you'll learn how to do spirals from that handbook. So that's something that we don't need to go through, because you can do that with you, even if you've made your first purchase with us a long time ago. Go back to the handbook and they'll take you through how to do a spiral.
Yeah.
So this bit is how we get into the actual,
How we're going to make
the main part of
the actual main part. And of course the spiral is up to you. I just added it in because
bit of detail, isn't it?
A bit of detail. Okay, so I'm going to make this eye loop and make it quite large. So I'm going to take it right down to the bottom of my the jaws of my round nose pliers, and twist it round so it makes a loop, and then take one of the wires down and use one wire to wrap around to make like a wrapped loop, like you would with earrings or something. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it. So that's that part. And then this bit is it's quite haphazard really, and because wire is flexible and malleable, you can pull it into the shape you want as you go along. So I wanted to make like an elongated triangle shape, you know,
Yes.
a V, and so you can form that shape if you want. You can form a circle.
Okay.
It's up to you. So I've used pearls first, I think, to start off, because obviously this is the narrower end near to the loop.
And so you're going to go narrow into the wider.
You're going to go narrow and
area.
then wider.
Okay.
So I'm going to thread a pearl onto one of the strands that I've got, one of the lengths of wire. And like I said, some of the pearls will go through and some you'll have to fiddle with.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm threading that on, and then with the wire that you've got spare, you take it and you wrap it around. You don't have to be too firm, this wire is quite soft. Wrap it around,
Yeah.
and I tend to alternate between going over the top of the wire and underneath the wire. So this loop around the pearl, I've gone over the top of this wire, and when I bring it around the back, I'm going to take it underneath the wire. That just gives it a bit of stability. Okay, so I've got 1 or 2 wraps on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I've got a pearl just attached there. So now on the wire that I've just wrapped around the pearl, I'm going to put another bead on.
Okay.
So I'll do an obsidian this time. I'm going to thread it on the length that I've used to wrap. Okay. And then take the wire that's coming out of the pearl and bring it around the obsidian, just like you did. So over the top I've gone there, so I'm going to go underneath the wire here. Okay. And if you can see, it's you're already getting.
You're almost
You can
like doing
already-
a bezel,
Yeah,
aren't you? You're
yeah.
almost like forming like a protector,
it.
like a bezel set design.
So you're pulling the wire around each gemstone, and then every time the one that you've used to wrap with, you thread a bead on and take the other wire to wrap around it.
Yeah.
So I put one of these large pearls on now. You'd be surprised how quickly this comes together.
Yes, and that's the thing, isn't it? I think I always want, and also you probably one presumes that you get into like a fluid flow about
Yeah.
it, which is probably why when you did it with one piece of wire, it was just almost just that flow of forming and
Yeah.
you know, shaping.
Okay, so I want that one to sit in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull this wire around, and this time, because I can't make it sit
Can
on...
I get you to move?
Sorry,
That's all right,
because
just so that they can see it.
because I can't make it sit
Excuse me.
in a fluid shape around this pearl. Can you-
Yeah.
If I go that way, I'm going to have a line there, and if I go that way, I'm going to have a gap.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of wire and go underneath.
Oh, you're
Yeah, and
clever.
bring it back up through
So
the
that
back.
keeps it that tight knit as well, doesn't it? Keeps that like almost that real sense of. So instead of, did you get that, guys? Let's just go. Can we go back on it?
Backwards, okay.
Yeah. Let's just so that we can, just so that you can express that
Do you
again.
want me to do that on the over?
Do you want it on the up? Yeah, we're there. Brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
So,
You straighten that bit
so
out.
you've done that lovely formation around the obsidian, and now you've brought in the faceted shell pearl, and you're just saying that if you go around it that way, you're going to have like almost a gap,
Yeah.
and if you go the other way, it's not going to be tight enough.
Yeah.
So your idea is instead of doing that, instead of going that way or that way, you're going to go.
I'm going to go
Almost do
under.
another figure of 8
So
under.
Take it in through a
Yeah,
gap.
you're so clever.
And then I get that, it's right in that
Yes.
V there. Okay.
Yes, and then you start all over again
And
with
then
the
wrap.
wrapping and the bezeling.
Wrap the pearl. Okay. Like I said, I go under and over the wire because just gives it strength really.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 3 beads in there. You can see how it comes together, and you just keep going like that. Really, that's it to the technique. That's all there is to it.
And so is the simple fact, Sarah, is that as soon as something feels like it's going to be disjointed, take it underneath.
Take it
so that you
underneath.
have that real sense of flow
Find
about
a
it.
gap and tuck it in and pull it round. I'll show you how to cover up. Sometimes you'll get sort of untidy areas where you've got a gap that you just couldn't do anything about.
Okay.
Okay, so again, take the wire round and underneath, pull it up through.
Yeah.
And then you've got this piece of wire, and just do a spiral. So I'll show you how to do the spirals now.
Okay.
Put your round nose pliers right to the end of the wire and make your first loop, which is like doing your loops that we've been doing, this number 9.
Number 9.
Repeating again.
Yeah.
And then hold it in the jaws of your pliers and pull the wire around until you can't hold it with the pliers anymore because you're getting 2 thicknesses of wire. Can you see?
Yeah.
Right, so once you've got to that stage, take with your flat nose or your wire, I'll do it with these, you can see better, with your flat nose pliers, and hold on to that circle you've made.
Yeah.
And push the wire around, following the circle that came before, so you're following that circle round. Can you see how that's
So you're
formed?
literally just creating a simple spiral. It's like a little ripple effect, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So you hold it down and let the wire follow around the circle really. And the pliers will keep it straight. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that down as far as I can.
Yeah.
Once I've got that far,
Yeah.
okay, once I've got that far, I just push it down. Now you've got a spiral in there.
That's really good. Let me just hold that so you can see how that. See that?
That spiral just covers any gaps.
So clever.
Right.
So that's it. I mean, literally taking you from start to finish. And we really do look forward to, hopefully on Facebook or perhaps on our Wall of Fame, that you can share your creations and how your interpretation of Gemma's design goes along. Congratulations if you did get that kit. And as I say, we really do look forward to seeing your results of that fun. And you might have already had an idea of how you're going to do your. It might have nothing to do with Gemma's, but we're hoping that you might have been inspired some way. And as I say, this is a fantastic kit. Congratulations, you got that. How about we go on to the Wall of Fame now? Actually, let's talk about your
Haven't
creations.
done much of that, have we?
Andrina Porter, hello to you, and 172 you are. Lucy requested photos of metal clay jewellery today. I've made this with copper clay that was in the starter kit from Jewellery Maker a few weeks ago. It also used with wire and aquamarine. Firing the clay using a Bunsen torch, I think it's a Bunsen torch, is a precise art. I did manage to melt one piece, but the finish effect was okay as a charm. Hope you like the necklace and bracelet, and that's from Adrina Porter. I love that, and I love that the aquamarine combines so nicely with the coppery effect.
that's a nice
Beautiful,
combination.
isn't it? Gorgeous.
Lovely. I've got 173, a pair of dangling earrings, and it's from Suzanne. She says, "Hi all at JM, here is my Wall of Fame for this week. I couldn't decide which picture to send, and I'm not very good at putting 2 pictures on a page, so had to attach separately. They are my first 2 pieces made using the wire jig. Faceted Mystic Rose Quartz earrings using 6mm silver-plated wire, and Faceted Mystic Carnelian earrings using gold-plated 8mm
We've
wire.
only
Have we
got the
2?
rose quartz. No, I don't know
Oh,
the other
sorry,
one is.
we've only got the one.
Sorry.
Suzanne. Desperately awaiting more silver-plated wires to come back into stock, as I now realise I will need lots more. You will.
We're doing our best, Suzanne, I promise you, we're doing our best.
They're gorgeous.
Congratulations to 172, so that's Jean Martin, excuse me, from Fife. She says, Viola Jewellery Maker, love your show. I've been making jewellery now since February and have around 30 pieces in my collection. I love making jewellery and love watching the show for inspiration. Many thanks, and that's from Jean. Jean, congratulations to you. Absolutely gorgeous colour. I really love that pattern on the pearls there. It's just a really exciting, something a bit different, isn't it? A lovely set there as well. Congratulations to you. So 172, and keep watching. Don't forget, the draw is made on Wednesdays, and you could win either £50 or £100 credit to your account. Oh, flowers.
Yeah, gizmo work. I've got 174 from
Alison.
Alison. I've got a couple of them.
Oh, yes.
Which one is it?
I think that
Definitely
one, yeah.
So, right, it's from Alison in Nottingham, and she says, "Hi GM, here's another design. I hope you like it. I'm really into my gizmo at the minute after watching your demos. You have so much fun with it. Hope you like it. It's silver-plated copper quills and coiled flowers with blue calcite round floral centres and a 925 sterling silver clasp. This is an unusual necklace as the main flower is off-centre. I hope I get on the Wall of Fame and just maybe get my number drawn out."
Fingers crossed.
Thank you, she said. Wow, it's lovely, Alison. Well done.
Alison, you're not, I have to say, it's one of those just simple designs, but yet so effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
So effective. Well, we look forward always to seeing your designs and your creations, so do make sure that you contact us as much as possible and let us know how you get on. We have lots still to come. I've still got more of the rare strands coming your way. I've still got another kit, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm not going to say it, I'm just going to say keep watching. In my own end, don't say anything, don't give the game away, and I've got some more bargain bundles, so keep watching.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
Well, we're very, 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 very busy here today, as you might have gathered. Working hard to make sure we fit in as many opportunities throughout the show. We're off onto bundles now, and I mean some seriously good opportunities for those of you who like to make some strategic buys from us. Those of you who like to find yourself a, what do we call it? Bargain bundle. Yes, we've had the nod that we can do some jingles. Yay! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, we're gonna go and do. Look, we're just gonna be making jingles that don't even belong into Jewellery Maker, just for the simple fact that we're gonna go into the sound studio and do some. What a laugh! I can't wait. So we'll have to make sure. Bargain bundle. Was she? You know how I said that that our bosses don't come in on a weekend. You know how I said that we were doing some very cheeky prices, and normally our bosses don't come in on a weekend. Paul is in the building, keeping an eye on us today because of what? Oh dear. I need to shoot off. I've got the kids. I'll let you take that one then, Deanna. I'll let you take that one. See, that's what friends are there for, eh? Take a look at what we're bringing you here. Oh dear. Take a look. Kind of giggling in a kind of You've got here a fantastic offer. Okay, bargain bundle. Bargain bundle number one, a combination of, well, some fantastically rich gemstones. Go very nicely with the last sellout kit, wouldn't it? With that gold mine jewelry kit, where you've got those real russet tones, and then you've got the richer, you know, browns and bronzes, and this is a gorgeous, probably almost an add it to your order. So if you've got the kit, then you're really going to want this. Now this is a combination of your coffee jasper rectangles, a 25 by 18 millimeter coffee jasper. You've also got your potato pearls. You've got 5 to 6 millimeter dark chocolate pearls, and finally, look at the quality of that agate. Oh my goodness, that's good looking. That is really good looking agate. Wow. I mean, you don't normally see that type of quality, that type of richness of colour in a strand like this, I promise you that. Gosh. And I mean, it's not just about the quality of the gem, it's about the quality of the craftsmanship of faceting. Of course, lapidary work is an essential part of jewellery making, the polishing and the finishing. You know, getting in a brilliantier for a diamond will transform it from being an average price diamond to be a top graded diamond. A brilliantier can read a diamond to the specifics of its characteristics. Exactly the same with a lapidarist. When you've got lapidary work, you've got to make sure that you're reading the gemstone to maximise and optimize on its unique quality. Bang! You've got that there. There's no hesitation in my mind that this is high-grade stone that has been highly well faceted to maximize on its unique richness of color. That is top color. Look at that. And you see there's a tone to the gem as well. You know, that lovely light and shade, that real intensity of colours, the saturation. You really do have that unique quality about that. Beautiful strand, that, mind. Beautiful. And with the last kit, where you've got more of the earthy tones, to introduce something like this richness of oranges and russet reds would be so nice. It would be so exciting to add another dynamic of another layer of colour. You are getting genuine pearls here, 5 to 6 millimeter, genuine pearls. And then you've got the larger size, almost pendant size rectangles to your coffee jasper. So this is a bargain bundle, and you know, if you tune into us, we only call it a bargain if it is one. One of the things that we've got, bargain bundles, that therefore means that you won't be able to buy these individual stands together at the price we're about to bring them for. Ready? You have got here chocolate orange selection, jasper, agate and freshwater pearl, and a price tag of less than £15. Less than £15. This is the chance to make a difference. This is the chance to make a difference yours. $14.95 is all you pay. Your coffee jasper, the larger, almost pendant size. You've got here an amazing potato pearl. Great quality, lovely rounds. I mean, really good quality pearls as well. And then I have to say, top quality red agate as well. All for less than £15. $14.95 is all you're paying, of course. 1 P&P for the whole day. 1 P&P for the whole day. So it means that really, if you've already bought from us, you may as well make the most of what you've done. Make the most of pastry posture packaging. It is only £2.95 for your P&P. But even then, if you've already bought, maybe you've already treated yourself to something that we've had some amazing deals so far today. Well, if you have done so, you may as well add to your order. Carry on. And of course, your P&P is not just about Jewellery Maker. It's our sister channels, Gems TV and Gems TV Extra, and as many times from all of us for that single P&P. $14.95. Less than £15. Your big jasper, those rich colours of your agate, and then your freshwater pearls, genuine pearl, going to less than £15 in a 3-strand offer. Fantastic quality, really great quality. And I will ask you, stay on those phone lines to confirm. Please do stay on those lines to guarantee that this is yours. Stay on those lines. Exceptional quality. Free phone number that you're dialing, of course. So literally just your investment of time rather than your money to get through to us today. Hold those lines, bit of a queue, but worth it. Worth holding on those lines. Have I got one more bargain bundle before I'm moving on or not? Am I going to go rare strand? I'm going to go rare. Rare. I want to go See, my instinct is that if we're going to do one, and you know which one I mean, we need to do the back-to-back. So do you want me to do the back-to-back offers? Decision has been made for me. I'm going to do back-to-back offers. I am going to do back-to-back offers. God, the colour's fantastic. I think today we've had quite a lot of the more richer tones. We've had quite a lot of neutrals and bronzers and things like that. So when you see the powerhouse of aragonite, the colours that just illuminate, you gotta go, ooh, oh, this is nice to introduce into what we've already seen today. I mean, even introducing against like the likes of the yellow of the woods, and then against something like the chocolates of the jasper. These are two strands that are really going to make a difference. I'm going to do back to back, which means I'm going to do single strands, but then we're going to do, you know, literally play them straight off the back of each other. Shall we go? Let's go here first. It's a great colour. Going to go very nicely with my flower today. Very nicely. Now again, we've talked about rarity. We've talked about that gemstones have their own unique formation, and their own centerpiece of quality is not just based on how hard it is to get hold of, but based on lots of different elements. And those elements are based on the quality of the colour, the quality of the transparency, whether it displays a phenomena. The variety of the gemstone is always dictated by one of those three elements, one of those three features. So colour, transparency, or phenomena. That's what clarifies between what different gem type you're getting. Here, this is aragonite, and as you can see, the colour is as fresh as you would ever want it to be against the skin. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic quality. Ha! Oh, I really like that on the wrist. See, that's one of those pieces that you know you could just do in a stretchy, pull it on, and know that you've made an effort, you've got the colour, you've got the style. My Auntie Sandra does that. My Auntie Sandra, she got the kids today, so thanks Auntie Sandra. No, husband had to go to work, I was at work, and we went, oh, what do we do now then? So Auntie Sandra, bless her, bless her. And my sister's off on the coast to coast, so she's doing the cycling from one coastline to the other coastline with me dad. So, you know, my mum's off sorting that out. So, yeah, you see, juggling children, sometimes it's not that easy, is it? So my Auntie Sandra stepped in, bless her. So thank you to my Auntie Sandra. My Auntie Sandra, she has this way of wearing jewellery really well. Like, you know that she's probably gone through a jewellery, she's just picked something up and it just wears well, but it makes it look like she's made an effort. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just need a piece of jewellery to lift your outfit, to change it all together. I've worn my flower there, and I don't know about you, but that's my colour for the day, that's my impact piece. But I think jewellery is the same. Accessories lift an outfit. That's what you've got from this strand. You've got that potential to lift, to make it really make an impact to your collection. Really glorious colour. Now the colour that it's classified as is pink. Now I'd call this pinky orange, actually. I'd almost say it's salmon pink to dusky orange. It's got that lovely, lovely quality to it, hasn't it? Beautiful. And it has got that ridging as well. We must highlight the fact that the ridging that you're looking at is the formation of the stone. So we've literally sliced through the earth, and this is the rings of age within the earth. Literally cutting through the core of the earth, and this is what you'll find. Just like you would cut through a tree and see the age lines of a tree, this is the same principle. You've got this quality, you've got this opportunity, and again, rarity doesn't necessitate that it has to be really, really pricey, and that's something that we've really come into our own at Jewellery Maker. You want the rarity, you want that distinguished gemstone, you want the talking point to your jewellery collection, but you don't want to have to pay the price for it. Fair dues. We're doing our best to make sure that you don't have to as well. Pink aragonite, these puffy squares, 20mm, 400 carats, and your price tag, $7.95. $7.95 for beautiful salmon pink aragonite. Again, phone lines are busy today. Please be patient with us. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Join us on the web if you can at www.jewellerymaker.com. $7.95, really, really well received. less than £8 for that fresh quality of aragonite. Really exciting. Now, if I've done the pinks, we're going to do an equally back-to-back offer on this one. We're going to do an equal back-to-back offer on the blue. Now, you might think to yourself, if I've got the pink, I want the blue, because when you see them together, you'll notice how well they work. That's nice, isn't it? So we're going to do the blue straight away as well, okay? So we're just going to play them as back-to-back offers. I'm going to just let our phone lines die down a little bit before I get onto the blue, though. I'm sure you can appreciate everybody's picked up the phone at the same time. Our call centre is answering as fast as they can. About 30-second, 40-second queue, something like that on those lines for £7.95. Pink aragonite with those gorgeous... I'm going to show it against the neckline only because I want to see how nicely this goes with me flower. You've had a text in about me flower. Mrs. Lee in Kent. She has a photo of herself in 1972 wearing a black full-length ball gown, cream ball row, and then a big statement flower. And that does prove that fashion literally does go round. Ah, Mrs. Lee in Kent. We obviously have the same style. Oh, how cool's that? Oh, isn't that funny? Black outfit, cream ball, and a little... See, I'm with it. I'm all retro. I'm all retro. See? I'm vintage.
Vintage rose.
I'm a vintage, yeah. I'm quite old. I think that's fair to say. Or maybe I feel old today. £7.95 is all you pay for this. Pink aragonite, puffy squares. An amazing look. Now, our phone lines are busy, and I'm going to say to you, if everybody's got a phone in their hands for this, for the pink, keep them in your hands, and now just add to your order for the blue as well. So if you want both of them, if we've got enough stock, I don't know whether we do, but if we do, sorry. I'm really sorry. My voice is quite funny today. I apologise about that. I don't normally have problems with my voice. I think maybe I overdid it yesterday. I did do quite a lot yesterday. I don't know whether I could have fitted any more in the hours of the day. Take a look at this matching look. I'll have a quick sip. Is that all right, guys? You have here a fantastic blue. Cornflower blue? Yeah, it's the only way to describe it, isn't it? Cornflower blue. I really like the depth of colour from this stone. I really like that you're getting that real sense of, it just really excites me, this colour. And when I put it against the salmon pinks, that's just really fun, isn't it? Really fun. And if you like to layer your jewellery, it certainly is. Let me just do this. Go very, very nicely with that first kit, barefoot on the beach. You know, when you had that real sense of summertime fun and that summertime style.
Yeah.
You've got that sense about that there, really, haven't you?
Yeah, particularly the blue would look lovely.
The ocean blue, yeah. Oh,
yeah, lovely.
Oh, sorry. I went on a holiday. Oh, holiday. You've got there a fantastic quality. So look. You know what we're going to do, don't you? You know that there's only way that Jewellery Maker goes about their business, and that's being as straight and as forward and as easy as we possibly can. You've just got that fantastic pink. How about match the price and give you equal opportunity? Let's do it. £7.95 for the blue as well. So £7.95 for the blue. So get them both, one P&P, so you can add to your order, of course, don't forget. Add to your order for one postage and packing. £2.95 is all you pay. £2.95 for standard delivery. If you want more than standard delivery, it's £4.95. And really, if you think about it, breaking that down, get both of these, £20. I know, rarity and desirability coming at affordable prices here at Jewellery Maker today. £7.95, the number's there at the bottom screen, and I know you've dialed it because there are queues on the lines. Please be patient, and if you are holding on the line, still waiting for the pink, well really, add it to your order. Add it to your order. An incredible offer, an incredible opportunity. A gorgeous piece. £7.95. Okay, hold those lines. Hold those lines. Right, I'm going to go for a little break and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I've got a few cues on the lines and I want to make sure that the lines are clear, because when I come back, I've got something special for you and I'm going to show you them before we go to the break, okay? We'll show you them. We're going to take a break, but only based on we want our call centre to catch up with us before we bring you this offer, only based on the fact that when you see this, and when I tell you the price tag, the phone lines are probably going to be busier than they've been all day, and we've had some ridiculously busy offers so far today. Ready? Bit of a shimmy there going on today. You're interested. I can see, as a business lady that you are, you know that quantity like this means that you're going to be able to make lots and then hopefully get a good price for something. I know that that's how I would work it. Lots and lots and lots. Ready? I'm going to tip them out because really there's no point me trying to separate them. Ready? Quite a lot.
I still don't know what it is.
Toggle clasps. How many? 100. 100 toggle clasps. A special offer coming your way straight after this break.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
I love Jewellery Maker because they have fantastic natural gems. They're excellent value for money. It's a really enjoyable hobby, and I love the workshops too. So it's given me a new career. So life begins at 50 now, thanks to Jewellery Maker.
All of the gemstones on Jewellery Maker are 100% genuine, giving your jewellery designs the beauty and character that only Mother Nature can provide. Carnelian is a striking member of the Chalcedony family and features warm orange and reddish tones. Treasured throughout history, it's long been used in carvings and cameos. Carnelian is mainly sourced from Japan, Brazil and Uruguay, although the gem has also been discovered in France and even Cornwall in England. Genuine carnelian gemstones from Jewellery Maker.
A 100 toggle clasps. It's going to take you a long time, I would suggest, to get through 100 toggle clasps, but when you buy in bulk, as is simple economics, when you buy in bulk, you get a better price. That's how we get here at Jewellery Maker and Gems TV. That's why we can drop our prices as low as we can, because our buying power allows us to buy bigger quantities than other places, but then allows us to drop the price per minimum of per individual unit. So if you tune into our sister channel, last night I was presenting on Gems TV and we did a quantity of 1,000 I did a 1,000 quantity game. Now that doesn't happen very often, fair dues, but when we do it because if we've got 1,000 of something, if we've managed to seal a deal of 1,000 of any product, the simple fact is that we've managed to get a really good deal. That means the minimum unit price is going to be rock bottom. And so we may as well do 1,000 at rock bottom prices than buy 500 at an okay price or buying 200 at a kind of higher price. So the simple fact is if you are somebody who knows that in the future you'll be using these, buy them now while you've got them at a bulk offer price. I can tell you now, and I have to say this really specifically, we'll honour this price until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Okay, so it's a 24-hour offer. 9 o'clock, so it's not even 24 hours now actually, just less than 24-hour offer. It's going to be until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. The price will go back up. This is an honour it while we've got it offer. I promise you, you cannot expect us to do this very often. Right? This is silver plated, copper toggle clasps. Silver plated toggle clasp. Let's try that one again. Silver plated toggle copper clasps. No, silver plated copper toggle clasps. I had the right words, I just didn't have them in the right order. All right, get off me back. She's like that. Get it right, Vic. Sour. Well, she didn't say it like that because she's not northern. Get on with it, Vicky. Get a wriggle on. That's not how Deanna sounds. Get on with it. Right. Look at this. Okay, you've got your toggle clasps. What's the size of the toggle clasps, please? 19mm and 13mm. So 19 for the 13mm for the round. Okay, special offer. I need to reiterate one more time. Special offer, which is limited. I'm going to show you the original price, the price that it will go back to at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. The original price, the price you will pay at 9 o'clock Sunday morning and onwards is good. 100 pieces of jewellery that you can make with these toggle clasps. 100 pieces of jewellery. As I say, remember, the economics of what we're doing here is that if you're buying in bulk, we'll give you a cheaper price for the individual unit. It's just you making the decision that you're going to know that you'll use these and you'll buy them while we're giving you this offer. These are going very, 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 very fast before we even tell you the price because everybody's happy at 24, but you know that Jewellery Maker likes to push the boundaries. 24's good, but for one offer only, one occasion only, we're price slashing to less than £20. Less than 100 silver plated copper toggle clasps, less than £20. Get it now, but I'll tell you now, you are going to hit a queue. You will hit a series. I want to just scoop them up. That's what I want to do. Scoop it up and just show you the quality of these fantastic. And there's probably a lot of our business buyers joining us here. You know, the likes of gemmers out there who make their jewellery and make sure that they've got to be really wary and very, very factual on the price of each minimum unit. You know, each unit is either money you're saving or money you're losing. You know, and that's what business is about. You know, the reason that we work on such small margins is because in our business makeup, that's how we intend to do it. We make sure that we've big quantities, so therefore we can do the smaller margins, and therefore we've got a faster flow. Now, the simple fact is that if you're working on a smaller business, then actually you need to think about every penny that you're going to save is the pennies that's in your pocket, not in somebody else's. And that's the simple facts about this type of offer. If you know that you're going to be making jewellery and you know that you want to make a saving, then buy like this. I've got a lot of people confirming. In fact, I have a feeling that somebody's just bought a massive bulk. I have a feeling that somebody has just bought a lot at the same time. Can do that. You know, we don't restrict how many offers that you buy from us. We don't say, okay, we're going to reserve this to one offer per person. We don't do that. Maybe in sometimes, you know, in business like this, perhaps we should have done that. I've got a huge queue. You need to be patient with us. Please stay on the lines to confirm. 19.95. Hold the lines to confirm. I will tell you now, I'm guessing that the queues that I have on the 4 lines right now, but let's put this into perspective. There's a lot of people who know how good a deal this is. There are queues of at least 3 to 4 minutes. At least 3 to 4 minutes. 19, let me say it one more time, so that if you just walked in, literally just walked in, your price tag, 100 individual copper clasps, 100 opportunities, 19.95. Go on those lines. Don't hesitate. I've got queues, but it's queues that are going to be worth waiting for. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. It's a go on the lines, and you've got to be patient with us. We're processing your call as fast as we can, but probably not fast enough, really. Congratulations to you. Hold those lines. Amazing offer. Congratulations to you. Our call centre is working hard. It's a fact. Our call centre is working very hard. Hold those lines to confirm. Congratulations if you got that one. 19.95 is all you pay. 100 individual toggle clasps. I'll have all of that price until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, or until stocks last. I think I probably need to say that now, don't I? We'll hold it until 9 o'clock Sunday morning, or until stocks last. I'm going to say now that Okay, I'm going to say now, Deanna's just saying to me, my producer's just said, look, according to us, the people who are on the phone lines, if you buy one each, right, we'll be fine. If, like we have had, we've got probably a lot of businesses, you know, people who have set up businesses, if you're somebody who's behind, somebody who's just bought maybe 10 of that offer, then I can't honour it. Okay, I can't guarantee everybody's going to be successful. So far, so good. But just hold the lines and we're processing your call as fast as we can. Oh, fantastic offer. Right, let's go on to our new kit. Let me do a bit of tidying. Right, let's get onto this new kit and let's have a bit of talk about it, because we've got queues that we know we need to process before we can introduce any more pricing to you. Now, let's have a look at this. Look at this. This is called Wham Glam Jewellery Kit. Wham Glam Jewellery Kit. So you've got a combination here of beautiful individual stones. You've got, oh, gosh, I don't know which one to go for first. Okay, let's talk about this one. Picasso Puffy Squares. Picasso Jasper Puffy Squares. 14mm, 325 carats of your Picasso Jasper Puffy Squares. Then, on top of the individual stones of your Jasper, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to just cut into my presentation here, and I'm sorry, I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna have to. Right now, I've got a huge queue. I'm not trying to sort it out, but we're going to talk to our IT department, but we have a bit of a problem with almost like a glitch in the system. For all the people who are still holding on the lines, can I just say to you now, do you want me to tell them to ring back, Deanna, or do you want me to tell them to keep holding? It's a free phone number. Do you want me to ring? Okay, so according to our system, there's nothing we can do until IT takes over and fixes the problem. This is for our 100 toggle clasps, okay? So please, I'm going to ask you a favour. Can you just pop your phone down, okay? Because we won't be able to process your call, and our call centre can't do anything about what's going on right now. Our call centre literally can't fix the problem, and so we've got to just let our IT department try and fix it. Before then, we can process your call again. So give it another 10 minutes. Pick up the phone and try again, okay? For those toggle clasps, if we've got stock left, it's yours for the taking. The offer is there until 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Now, the offer's there until 9 o'clock Sunday morning. Okay, so that's where the offer ends. You've got literally nearly 20 hours to get that toggle clasp offer. Okay, it's there for the taking. Just give us about 10 minutes to get our systems organised. I don't know what's happened because I'm not technical enough to understand what's happening with quantities coming in and out and things. All I'll say is our computers are having a little bit of a moment. We need to give the time to the IT to fix it before then we can come back on it. So give us about 10 minutes, try again, or if I find any more information out, I'll let you know, okay? Sorry about that. Put hands up, it's just one of those things that we are out of control of, and you know, we do a lot of hard work, but we can't fix computers as well. Well, to be honest, somebody can in the building, but don't. I'm a person who turns computers on and off if there's any kind of problem. They always say that though, don't they? IT departments, whenever you ring, have you turned it on and off yet? And you kind of want to go, is that the only solution? Because, yeah, is it plugged in? Yeah, I've had that before as well. Yes, it is. Of course it, no, it's not. Right, so sorry about that. I make apologies, but as I say, there's only so much I can apologise for. Our computers literally are working as hard as they can, and an RT department are, you know, going to fix it as fast as they can. Okay, we're going to carry on, and we're going to move on to this Wham Glam Jewellery kit. You have here your Picasso Jasper, and as you can see, Picasso Jasper has a real diversity of quality to it, hasn't it? Quality colours, where you've got those olive greens against these lovely russet tones, against your really gorgeous claret reds, against mustards. I mean, lovely red, almost mookaite-esque. And of course, mookaite is a form of jasper. It's just a jasper that comes from one source in Australia. So you have got that quality that really does give you the range that you'd probably associate to mookaite in colour, but the pattern is so much more dynamic, so much more unique, because it's the Picasso jasper that you've got here. So that's number one of 3 strands. Strand 2, pearl. And what a pearl it is, bronze pearls, rondelles, so you have got that smoothness and that roundedness to them, 6 to 7 millimetre, genuine freshwater bronze pearls that you're getting here. Beautiful look, really, really gorgeous quality. The shimmer of a pearl, you just can't beat it, can you? You can't beat the shimmer of a pearl, the orient, that's the movement of the light. And then finally, on top of pearls and jasper, well, we've done the pink and we've done the blue, and now we bring you the lemon aragonite. Those gorgeous puffy ovals, 10 by 8 millimetre, 100 carats here. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's a lovely look, isn't it? It's a lovely look, really lovely combination. And again, when you start to see the creations that Jem has brought to you today, I mean, there's so much texture with this kit, isn't there?
Really, it's gorgeous.
We say it again, sorry, your mic was out.
Picasso Jasper, am I still on?
Yes, it's all right, it's fine, yeah.
Picasso Jasper does that for itself, you know, it adds so much texture to a piece anyway. So yeah, it's a lovely kit. Again, I've been blessed this week with my kits.
Haven't you just?
Gorgeous kits.
It's one of those kits as well that has the potential to have different flavours to it, because you've got the lemon flavour, you know, that sorbet quality, and then you've got a little bit more of the earthy qualities of the jasper, and then again, you know, the pearls. Well, pearls are classic, aren't they? Pearls are the type of stone that are always going to be wanted, always going to be sold, and always going to be required in jewellery. So really, this is a nice mix of strands, isn't it?
It's a lovely mix. I'm just looking at it now, and I realise I haven't mixed all 3 in one piece, but I could have easily. I mean, they just all work together so well.
Absolutely.
Not quite sure why I didn't, actually.
And I have to say, and I'm just looking at it, I've just realised there's something else that I haven't shown you yet that I've noticed as one of the features of your jewellery, and it's here and I just haven't got round to showing you it, so I'm sorry about that. How about this?
tiger iron, isn't it?
Tiger skin.
Tiger skin.
Yeah, tiger skin. So it has a tiger's eye type of chatoyancy, but it's a little bit different. So it's not tiger's eye in terms of it hasn't got a chatoyant band of it, but it has chatoyancy within it. It's a little, they're just variants of it, very similar, very, very similar.
I thought it was tiger iron.
Did you? Tiger iron? Yeah. All very, very similar variants.
Quite similar.
Very similar variants. Look at that. Look at that quality. Absolutely beautiful. So there you can see the type of tiger's eye that we've been seeing in our first box set that we did earlier on. You can see that tiger's eye-esque chatoyant quality, but a little bit more of a deeper colour that you get from tiger skin, a little bit more of a, almost like a chocolate bar. You know, if you chopped a piece of chocolate, it has a little bit more of a, you know, Toblerone-esque. Other triangular chocolate is available, I presume. 40 by 20 millimeter tiger skin pendant is just another addition, and there is more. Yes, more into this kit. So you're going to get your wire, you're going to get your elastic, and you're going to get your monofilament as well. So those are the bringing together of your jewellery. And you're also going to get 100 pieces of your gold flash copper findings. Now, gold flash is basically just another way of saying gold plated. It's just a different version of gold plating. It's almost just making sure that we give you the exact technical terms for our gold plating. Different platings have different microns of thickness, and so we just make sure that if we're selling something, we want to give you the exacts. You know, actually the microns are literally minuscule. In fact, you know, even not as thick as your hair, some of the microns that you want to talk about for some dynamics of plating. But actually, the same quality I have to apply. 2.5 mil microns are for the likes of your vermeil. If you've ever heard of gold vermeil, it's 2.5 microns for those. If you want to go for your really hard gold electroplated, then you're probably talking around about the 2.5. You can go down to something like 0.5 of a micron for some plating. So they all have different variants, and so the gold flash is just another way to talk about gold plating. So there you go. You have here 100 individual gold findings, 100 gold flash copper findings. Now that is a combination of 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers, 10 jump rings that are closed. You've got 10 plain beads, they're 4 mil. You've got 1 meter of your twist over loop chain. You've also got 10 of your eye pins. You're getting 1 pair of chandeliers, 20 of your crimp beads, 1 of your heart toggle clasps, 1 of your round toggle clasps, and 1 of your bolt ring clasp and jump ring. 100 in total, 100 findings in total. Wham Glam Jewellery Kit. And I will say, normally I think the saying is wham bam thank you ma'am, and you're going to be definitely thanking us for this price tag. You are definitely going to be rewarded if you pick up the phone early on this one. I'm hoping that our technical glitch is going to be rectified for us to process this one. Can we confirm? This one we're still confirming on the other toggle clasps. Okay, we're still just dealing with the issue of the toggle clasps. That's a separate entity according to our IT system. So with that in mind, we can bring you the price tag for this jewelry kit. Wham Glam. Your price tag? Less than £20. Wow, less than 20. Where did that price come from? Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Less than £20. Phenomenal offer. Fantastic opportunity. I mean, you've got your feature pendant, you've got your 3 strands, including pearls and aragonite, and of course your jasper. You've got your 100 find, and you've got your... Wow, good pricing on our behalf, I think you'll agree. Hold the lines to confirm on this one. It's busy today, of course it's busy. We've done some fantastic offers. If you've already bought from us, today, this is an added to your order. It's a no-brainer really. 0800 644 655. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. £19.95 is all you pay. Wham, glam. And it's going to be a thank you, ma'am, when you buy this one and get it home. Don't forget all of our jewellery kits, and in fact, every single item that you buy from us comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30 days to get this home and make your decision, because if it isn't right, if it's not the right kit for you, then you can send it back and your money goes back into your account. It's a no questions asked, no quibble money-back guarantee that we're offering you. 100 centimetres, that's a metre of chain within this kit, as well as all of the other additional elements of findings. Let's just head over. I was doing some tidying. It's not like me to tidy up, is it? I do my best to. Hello.
Hello again.
Yes. Wow. What do you, when you get a kit like this, where do you start? Do you go gemstone? Do you go findings? Do you go, this is the thing with kits like this, because there is so much, and they're very diverse. You know, because the aragonite is so fresh and lemony.
Yeah.
You know, I see what you've done. You've kind of gone, okay, so there's my fresh piece. That's the getting the sorbet look. Yeah. That's getting, certainly with the gold, it works very nicely, doesn't it?
It's so pretty, isn't it? It's so pretty. I don't know, I can imagine that with just a pair of flip-flops on the beach, or... Nice. Yeah, just feminine. Yeah, lovely, lovely.
And charm bracelets, they have got that vintage feel about them, don't they? I mean, you are a vintage kind of a designer. You've definitely got that inspiration. Yeah. And that's the lovely thing about when I'm working with you. Because I guess because I've been doing so much research on history of jewellery designs, like I'm seeing even more of your designs are influenced by variety of eras. The word's vintage, and vintage is very much the look of the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's vintage is right bang on
Here
trend,
and
but
now,
it's also
crazy, isn't it?
Going back, you know, Art Deco right back to the Georgian.
But like Mrs. Lee, when she texted in and said, exactly. You're wearing like a black, and this is what I wore in 1972. Actually, that's the fact of jewellery has an evolution about it, and they're almost come back on itself. You know, I'm just waiting for the puffball skirt to come back into fashion.
No. Doesn't work with my hips. I could do without the puffball skirt.
Step away from the puffball. That's it.
Leave aside.
What I'm thinking with this kit, as I say, you, for me, because of your style and your design, the retro really did come into its own, didn't it?
Yeah. It's. I take them out and I put them all together, and then I split them up and I put them against my skin and I lay them on this surface, and you know. And before I know it, I'm thinking, oh, that looks good together. I'll use that there.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't. Sometimes it just comes just like that. You know exactly what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But I was excited to work with the pendant. I've never worked with one of those.
That's a gorgeous shape, isn't it?
So that's a fabulous piece, and I think it just adds so much to.
It's almost Egyptian, like Cleopatra-esque, you know, you can always, they had those like choker style, you know, what they called station necklace, where they're like stationary and they just literally, they cuff around the neckline, and it has that sense about it.
Yeah, and very, Bedouin desert sort of style to it, I like, and it was the pendant really that really sets that off, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And then you've got a bit of detail here. And all I'm thinking is that we've done some good technique today, giving people, certainly those people who are really into jewellery making. Yeah. I think we've done a lot of not advanced, but quite a lot of.
What's the word? Involved.
Yes,
involved,
technique.
Very involved.
I think that it would be quite nice, because this kit, it has an opportunity for those who are getting involved in jewellery making for the first time. It might be quite nice just to go a little bit more simple on ourselves and just give it, literally, we're just going to do one technique that will hopefully sum up how easy jewellery making is. Yeah. What would you think? What do you think is an easy way to introduce people to jewellery making? Bracelet or the earrings? There's that chain, using the chain to make the earrings?
We could use the chain, and if we did the earring, we could show how to make these little loops. These little loops that I've used here and here, and they're just using head pins.
Because really, we've got to just remind you that, you know, for those of you watching on a regular basis, and we have a fantastic following here at Jewellery Maker, of which we're really grateful for. We also want to introduce jewellery making to everybody else as well, don't we? I mean, one of the nicest things on my behalf is that when I get a wall of fame that says this is my first entry and I've only just found you and I've only just got into, because for me, I love the fact that we've got somebody else who is as passionate and is involved and is just the start of their journey. Yeah. So it's really nice to introduce you to jewellery making. We've done some nice advanced stuff stuff, but how about we just take a step back and we just go, okay, let's go a little bit basic. Let's take everybody to the heart of what jewellery making is all about, and simple designs and simple craftsmanship that can create really, really exciting looking jewellery. So we're just going to go through a very quick technique. It's only going to take us a couple of minutes, but just to show you the potential, for those of you who are watching for the first time, of what you can make for your jewellery collection. Just like that. Just like that, you can make these pieces. So you've got the chain, you get the meter chain with this kit, of which you can see that Jem has used within 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of jewellery, and it goes a long way. It goes a very long way. So sorry, I'll let you go now.
Okay, so this is we're going to attach chain here. So there's one technique. We're going to make an eye pin, which follows on from another technique we've done. Yeah. And we're also going to sort of do a little bit of wire work using the head pin. So there's quite a few techniques involved in just that. But
yeah, great.
Let me get. I've got a jig, which is nail varnish that's found under the desk. To make the loops with. Fab. So if I start by making, can I bring this over?
Yes, of course. Let me just pop it there like that.
So here's our earring. Which camera are we on? This one.
There we go.
Here's our earring here. So we're going to make the loop on the bottom. We're going to make our loop on the bottom with a head pin, and then we need a straight head pin going across, and then a piece of chain. Yeah. Okay, so let's...
It's quite good to do an outline like that, because probably you can see how it breaks down a little bit more, can't you?
Okay.
So
first I'm going to make this loop that goes around the bottom. And I'm going to do that by, you can find anything. I think I used a marker pen at home. Anything really will do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that against the edge. This is the eye pin, and just bend it. They're very strong, these eye pins. Just bend it right the way around. There you go. And give it a pinch, and that's it. You've got your loop, which is like a fish scale, I've called it. We need an eyelet at the other end to match, so that we've got one either side. So put your pliers on, round those pliers on, and like we've done most of the day, just make that number 9. So turn the pliers or push the wire around to make a loop. Okay. So if you can see there, we've got like a smile. If I squish it in a bit, we just make that semicircle slightly smaller. Okay, so now through these 2 eyelets, you'll see that this is where our bead is going to go. We're going to thread the bead onto, thread the jasper. I haven't got one free.
Sorry. Yeah.
So this is going to sit inside that little loop, and I'm going to thread my eye pin through the loop on the hoop, and the half hoop, through the jasper, and through out the other side. Okay, and then we're going to make an eyelet on this side. So again, take our pliers and roll. This time I'm going to make a little 45-degree kink up there. Okay, and then roll this eye down. Okay, so I've made a little eyelet there, and snip off the excess. Okay.
Yep.
So there we've got a little bar holding our loop. And then it's a case of attaching the chain. So you cut off as much as you like. You might want a really long dangle, or you might want a shorter one like I've got. And then just approximately snip it. And then you're going to thread them onto these little eyelets on the end. So you just thread.
Again, that comes into why you don't close your eyelets until the end.
No, I never do.
You know,
it saves time.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it just saves you time, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, and close the loop, and then take the wire around the chain around the other side. Do exactly the same. Thread the end of the chain on. Close the loop. Okay. And then we're ready for our hook earring, our shepherd hook earring finding. Again, open the loop of the shepherd hook, and I know you've all heard it lots of times, but you're going to open it sideways. So I've broken it. You're going to open it sideways like a door, okay? And then find the centre of your chain. I do this with a plier or a bit of wire. Just find the centre. There you go. You see that hangs evenly. And thread that loop that you found onto your shepherd hook. I think I may have lost which loop it was then.
So you're just going to do it in the middle?
There. No, that one. That one. Okay. Take a hold of it and pop shepherd hook through the chain. Okay, and close that back up. So there's your basic shape there.
That's gorgeous, that, isn't it?
And then for the little dangle, I've done the little dangly pearl. I've just threaded a pearl onto a head pin, and the head pin is the one with the ball end.
Yep.
I threaded it on, and then made a little eye loop quite close to the pearl. So you just turn your wire around and over, and you've got a little loop. Snip it off. Snip the excess wire off. Open that loop out slightly. Thread it onto your smile, as we call it, the little half circle of wire there. Close it back up. And you've got a little dangly earring there.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
And hey presto, you've just got...
And
again, you know, it looks complicated, but actually when you start to break it down, it is procedural almost, isn't it?
I mean, every technique we've done today, we've done the wrap loop or the eyelet, so, you know, that's a basic. Once you've got that, you really can just expand on it and evolve that technique. So.
Absolutely. And to those of you who are watching for the first time, I mean, just to remind you that you know, the techniques that we're talking about, you do get a DVD and a tutorial. I can't find the DVD, but I'll show you the tutorial booklet. You do get a tutorial booklet and a DVD, totally free of charge. So the eyelets that we talked about, making your own eyes and things like that, we do actually show you that in the handbook, and then the tutorial booklet leads you through a variety of the basics. So it tells you like what Gem's just done with the eye holes, and tells you what findings are and how to do a wrapped loop and things like that. So you get that, but it also gives you specific techniques as well, so that you can make your own jewellery in your own pace. Of course, when you make a jewellery for the first time, different pace to perhaps what Gemma will make her now. She's a seasoned jewellery maker. I think that this is us supporting. This is us giving you the real sense of you know, almost like a little comfort blanket of knowing that you can always rely on that technique and going back to the basics. So that is your introduction to jewellery making. It's not just in the written form. We also give you a free DVD as well. That gives you the practical form. Free postage and free DVD and your tutorial booklet with your first purchase. And your purchase comes with, for £2.95, everything that you've just seen. That's all the ingredients that Gemma's just used to make those earrings, and for the rest of the designs as well. I mean, we've talked about making those eyelets, and if you think about it, those little charm bracelets, that is literally just making those eyes and creating a charm design. I mean, so if you've watched the whole of the show, you could create that piece of jewellery, no bother at all. I mean, it really is simple techniques that you could develop into creating some amazing jewellery, as Gemma has shown us already today. So that tutorial booklet and the DVD comes with your first purchase with us, and of course that first purchase is less than £20 if you make it this kit. I mean, less than £20 for a kit. The only other thing you'd need is the tools, and the tools you can get an essential toolkit from us for £9.95. So really, for less than £30, you're into your hobby. That's it, isn't it?
And for a gift, that's an amazing gift, isn't it?
Isn't it, for less than £30?
Completely set up.
Totally. Yeah. So the Essentials Toolkit, which is GLCR60, that's £9.95. Everything and all the tools that you've used, apart from the quartered pliers, which you can buy for £3.95, but you don't need them, they're just a little bonus. Everything else that you've used today is literally £9.95 in that toolkit. Fantastic.
Nothing else really.
No, I don't know many people
No.
who need anything
Crimp
else.
pliers, but even then, I'm more likely to use my flat nose. So
Exactly. So it really is a case of, you know, to get yourself started, less than a tenner for the tools, less than £20 for the ingredients, and you're good to go. With, of course, our support of the tutorial booklet and the DVD, it really is a fantastic, fantastic hobby to get involved in, and so rewarding on so many different levels. So let's just scoot over, because I've got some more things to fit in before the end of the show. Whoa! Now then, just take a look at what I'm bringing you next. Take a look at this. You're looking here. Rutile quartz. Rutile quartz, beautiful, beautiful internal dynamics to your rutile. And on top of that, you've got here your lava rock. And I mean, lava rock, very, 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 very much a gems type that can give you dynamic, beautiful texture. You know, it is smooth to touch, but yet it's got those pitted feel to it. It's got a real sense of interest. It's something unique about it. You've got your rutile quartz, which we all know is highly popular, very, very, very much in demand here at Jewellery Maker, and of course across the board with our sister channels, Gems TV and Gems TV Extra, very, very popular. And on top of that, if that's not enough, how about this? Beautiful again, your black onyx faceted oval shaped pendant, 40 by 20 millimeter, a 45 carat pendant. I love the elongation of this, I really do. If you want to join us, you're going to have to be really, really quick. Mono Madness is what it's called. Mono Madness, the monochrome appeal, the quality of this combination of the onyx, the lava rock and the rutile quartz, and your price tag straight down. One of the final flourishes. Whoa! One of the final flourishes of the show, and we flourish as only we know how. Floralicious. Floralicious, $7.95. You're getting 2 strands plus the pendant for less than £8. Less than £8 for that offer. Monochrome Madness. Really shouldn't have gone so low. I'm sure you can appreciate the quality of the strands and the quality of that pendant commands a higher price tag, but it's not the price you're paying. All you pay is $7.95. Your lava rock, your gorgeous black rutile quartz and your onyx. That's yours for the taking, $7.95. I'm moving straight on to another offer because I've got one more fantastic rare strand to bring you, and it's too good an offer for me not to bring it to you. Whatever time I've got to make sure I fit this one in. Rare strands, and we're going to have to be quick, very, very quick. What about this? What about this fantastic gemstone that illuminates your pre-night, that quite simply delivers the most seductive of fresh apple greens, that has a texture to it that quite simply has phosphorescence. So it means that just like with kunzite, if you put it into darkness, it'll still illuminate. That's the same principle. So if I just shade our studio light, can you see how there's still an illuminating quality to the stone? That's what this gemstone has. It's got a really exciting quality about it. Now this is a huge quality strand, a huge quality opportunity. Those little flecks, as you can see there, are just part of the makeup of the stone, just part of the quality of the gemstone as a natural, real deal, genuine gemstone. When Mother Nature creates her gemstones, she creates them with unique fingerprints. Just like we've got our own unique fingerprint, this gemstone has its own fingerprint. There's a 535 carat strand here, over 500 carats of pre-night. They're faceted wheels, a fantastic offer. We fit this in because we know what a good deal this is. Literally, I've got 2 minutes before I've got to say goodbye to you, but I'm fitting this in. I'm fitting this in for the simple fact, $14.95 is too much of a good offer. $14.95, I couldn't possibly do anything other than fit this one in. Pre-night faceted wheels, a fantastic $14.95. Less than £15 is all you pay for that one. Hold the lines to confirm. Please make sure you stay on those lines for us to process your call. Congratulations to you. I do just need to give you a little bit of a heads up of what's gone on with our offer for the toggle clasps. I need to make a massive apology. Computer glitch has really taken over today, unfortunately, for that offer. I can tell you now, because of the issues that we've had, we're going to have to extend the offer. Not a bad thing, because if you weren't watching today, then it means that we're going to hold it a week on Monday. We are going to keep on extending that offer so that as soon as the technical glitch is sorted, and unfortunately because we're in the middle of the weekend, it doesn't look like it's going to be this weekend, we will announce on air that offer again, okay? So I'm going to say that everybody who we possibly can make notice of, we'll try and announce it on Facebook, we'll try and announce it when it comes back on our system, and without the glitch, we will bring it back to you, okay? But we're going to honour the price. We promise you, 9 a.m, so that's Monday week, so that's the 16th, we'll keep that price going, okay? So you're going to be able to get that. We will honour that for you, okay? So I'm sorry about the issues. It is system error and we have no control over that. My apologies go out, absolutely go out to you. Don't want to waste your time, you know that. This is gorgeous. This box set is gorgeous.
It is, yeah. And I've got a few things done, which is good.
Haven't you? Just about. And you've kind of done the same principle as we've just shown with the earrings that you did. A similar kind of framework design with a real powerhouse of dynamic. Oh my goodness me, that's a gorgeous. And the quality of the tiger's eye, you know.
I said it needed setting in. You could set it into a ring.
Definitely.
It's not quite a bezel that you'd usually get, but I think it works.
Beautiful, almost like a nest, isn't it? Yeah. And then that pendant as well. Whatever you got today, if you got this box set, congratulations to you. And congratulations to everybody who's joined us today. We've done some fantastic offers. I've had another ball. We're always with you, always. A fantastic, fantastic day. You take care of yourself. Thanks to the crew. You have a brilliant day, whatever you're up to. Goodbye. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or Freesat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.